We are live. We are live.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Happy birthday, Pile.
Happy birthday,
Thank you.
Pile.
Now, how does it go, Psycho Stitch?
Okay, it's Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Pile. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Yay!
Yay!
Y mucho más and many more.
Yes.
I just
Are you
had to
gonna
send
sit there
I just had to send a message to all my friends, letting them know we were doing this live.
Okay.
Hopefully she sees that, because I promised I would do that. Oh, she's in here. She's in here.
I got it. I'm here.
Did you get the message? We both sent you the message. You seem to be
I
here.
got it. Thank you so much. I feel
Oh my
honored.
gosh.
I'm honored to be here.
Great. Well, welcome back.
Even
Welcome-
though
Even
my
though,
shirt says not today.
yes.
Not today. But we are doing it today, so it's fine.
So I got
Alright.
a question. Did we realize that we actually did the
1 second.
oh,
What?
1 second. Welcome back to another episode of Padded Cell. We are here with Pile and our new friend Psycho Stitch. Welcome to the show. Now we're going to get back to the squirreling away, and we miss our co-hosts. We hope to see them again soon. But until then,
Right.
let's see what mischief we can get up to. Okay, as you were saying, Pile.
Okay, did we realize that we did not play Padded Cell? We played Tomb.
Oh, we played Tomb. No, we did not. I played the wrong.
Good, bad. I'm the guy with the mic.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Now that we
Yeah.
know that Jenny has lost her urban love and mind. Hi, puppy. Hi, Monty.
Hi. It's an African wild dog.
Okay.
Mm.
Hi.
Yes, we will now forever know this as Monty. Monty the Mothman. Because, I had to get a name, and I like Monty Python, and Monty just sounds like a nice winner. And if I get any coconuts, I'm going to ride a horse on here.
He had a name, and I don't remember what it is. My kids named him.
What you got Friday?
I don't have any. I have a leg.
Yes,
My-
she's doing it.
Okay, I have
Okay.
a leg because my stuffies with the kid that I stole it from.
Oh my goodness. Whose leg is it?
Jerry, my father-in-law.
Jerry? Are you
He's
missing your
passed-
leg?
My father-in-law, Jerry, has passed away years and years ago. So I
I'm
have
sorry,
his leg.
Jerry.
Oh my
Forget
gosh!
apology, please.
Oh man, that's great. I knew you had it right there.
Jerry's dead. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
apologize.
that's fine. And I have that. But otherwise,
is that
I don't
from
have a
Halo?
stuffy.
That is
Hey,
from Halo. That is an energy sword from Halo.
Very nice.
And
I
all
have
I have
pop-
around here is duct tape and rope.
No, hey, hold on. Duct tape. Got it.
I have
Done.
a desk claw
Hold on.
beside the TV in the living room. I should see if my husband will bring it at some point. You have antler ears.
Here, dead grandpa. My dead grandpa caught this one.
Oh, okay.
He died.
I know that feeling.
Well,
There
he
we go.
died of
We should
sepsis and his
ask
son killed him, so it's fine.
So, there's black tape, orange tape, blue tape, and rope.
Big giant Sharpie.
That works.
Got it.
You know why I don't have? I don't have a toe in a jar.
What about red hot? I got that. Let's talk
I'm out.
about a toner jar. Should we talk about that?
A tona jar.
I-
I
There's
don't
a-
Toe in a
have
jar.
anymore.
Okay. There's a bar in Alaska. Okay. Supposedly, there's a thing called the sourdough legend. And this dude had lost his toe. And in order to preserve it, he put it in a jar of whiskey. Okay. So this was this guy's grandfather. So this guy's grandfather puts this toe in a jar of whiskey. And people are like, maybe I should drink out of it. Okay. Because that's like a normal thing. So that became the bar as it is now. It's the Sourdough Saloon. So if you are a part of the Sourdough Cocktail Club, you have drank whiskey from a glass of whiskey that has touched a human toe. The human toe is pickled. It's kept on salt if it's not inside of a cup of whiskey. Okay, so that it doesn't rot. Okay. And there's only 105,000 people in the whole entire world that is a part of this club. It's completely whack. I saw it on Facebook the other day and I was like, oh my God, I have to look at this up.
So
But
when she sent this to me, I do want to point out I've heard of it before, but there was a redone YouTube about it, and this guy does not drink whiskey. But for you to be part of the club, the captain that sits in there and does this challenge will watch you, and you have to allow the toe to touch your lip. You have to. If it doesn't touch your lip, you are not part of this group. And she or the guy that was doing this whole thing made a comment that this was the number of people that had completed it when they realized that maybe we should keep a tally. So they're thinking it's a lot higher now. And the reason that the guy lost a toe is because he lost it with horrible frostbite. And there are people that donate their Hi, Bill.
Hi,
Or wait,
Brill.
that's not Bill. That's Brill.
That's Tom Dog. Hi, Tom Dog. We love you. And as per usual, please go check out Brill Pro. He has great shows where he talks about wrestling, movies, and many other things, and he even does voice impressions. Yes, please go visit our friend Tom Dog at Braille Pro. As you were saying, Pile.
Oh yeah. So there's people that donate their toes. The toes come up missing,
In the name
and
of science.
in the name, no, it's not the name of science that comes up missing because people want souvenirs, and it is a hefty fine to steal the toe.
Or
Like
they
it
have a
at-
hammer toe. There, 2 women have donated their toes because she had hammer toes.
So there, no joke. This is a real thing. It is from Canada. I can't remember exactly what part of Canada to begin with, but I just thought that was kind of interesting when she brought it up, and she said, "This is what you should bring up in one of your shows." And I said, "We could."
Dawson City, Canada.
There you go. So yeah, the guy that does this judging, he dresses up as a captain and he gives this entire spiel, and he is like the third, when that was taped, he is like the third or fourth captain to minister this this test of courage. And the way they get past the health department is that it goes from your whiskey glass and it gets put into a jar and sealed up in salt. So you get a little salty taste in your liquor. That-
Pickles.
Okay.
That is not a birthday drink for me, please.
Isn't that
No.
whack?
I'm good.
You
Thank
want a
you.
little pickle whiskey, eh?
Yeah, I it's very interesting. A lot of people have different things, little different traditions. Years ago, I went to a bar and I asked for the best drink they had, and they told me it was 10 shots of different things, and it came in a cup that was pretty much about like this. And they finished it off with juices, and they handed you a straw and said, "There you go." I said, "How much is this?" And they said $10. That was the cheapest drink I've ever had, but it wasn't for me. It was for a wonderful gentleman, and he got so drunk so quick off of that he knew he was beaten, and he said that he was happening to do something later on that night, and he took a coworker home, and the coworker smacked me yet the next day and told me I almost killed him. I said, "I almost killed him," and he goes, "Yeah, you almost killed me." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Mel." I said, "What about Mel?" He goes, "Mel drove me home." I said, "Oh, I bet that was rough." And he goes, "He almost hit a welcome to this county sign." Okay. So yeah, everybody's got their little things. Anybody tries getting a little more money flow in. I mean, I'm sure down in Texas, Friday, you've got some good stories of people that have like challenges, right?
Challenges? They have
Yeah.
plenty of challenges. I have none because I don't exactly go places in Texas.
What?
Everything
You don't even
takes
go
an
to...
hour to get to. I hide at home.
You know what? That is so true. It takes me about 10 minutes to get Wapak and about 3 minutes to get to Anna, which is the closest towns to us. So, it's kind of hard to really imagine having all these communities so far away. But,
Can I say something?
Yes.
I don't know. Can you?
Okay, my story time. Am I allowed to do story time?
You're allowed to do story time.
Okay, so my family's from Zapata, Texas. Okay, we have friends in Runge, Texas. Okay, so when I was, oh gosh, probably 16, I went down to visit our family friends in Runge, Texas. Okay, we went down in the semi. My douchebag dad was a semi driver, okay, and so we went down, and they have cattle Well, we were there for a day and the cattle got out the next morning. Well, in Texas, you've got the roadway and then you've got the little side street where you could drive on wherever the fuck you want to, however fast you want to go. Well, we took out the Kubota and he had rigged his Kubota to go 65 miles an hour to grab his cattle. And I'm from Ohio, so it's like, well, these things aren't going to go that fast because we have gators. Gators go like 20, 30 miles an hour. Well, his went 65. So we're like slamming down the street to go catch all the cattle. And this guy, I'm sitting here, my dad's 600 pounds, okay? My dad flies off the side of the Kubota and he flies onto a steer. And then I'm left inside of the Kubota going 65 miles an hour. What's this guy do? This guy forgets I'm in the Kubota. I don't have a seatbelt. So this guy swings sideways. I fly out the side going 65. I wrap myself around a tree. I'm passed out, but I'm not passed out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is he getting the cattle? Is he getting that cow? Okay. So I my ankle touches my kneecap. I'm like left in the desert, Texas desert, on my own on the ground, and he's flying through the field and the road, and he catches this damn cow. He catches it. Guess how long I laid on the ground? 45 minutes.
How long?
45 minutes alone. They forgot I was there. But my God, they got them fucking cattle. They got them wrestled back out. They got the fence was fixed. And then a little while later, they came and were like, oh, hey, let's go. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not sure if I can stand, but I'll fucking go. Okay. But that's my Texas story. It was terrible.
That's
I did
fun.
not break my leg, though.
That's good.
It was not broken.
So the the brakes go out on the truck. And we've ran out of gas, so we're trying to turn it off onto the side street off the main road so we can park it and walk back to the house. I'm trying to wrestle this thing because apparently the power steering went out as well. So I'm trying to get it to stop. And it won't stop. And it hits the tree. I get flung out of the car as it turns. And I land on my ankle. And nobody would believe me that I broke it. Because the doctor's like, it doesn't look like it's broke. I'm like, it's swollen. I know it's broke. So now I still walk funny. It swells and I walk funny for the rest of my life. So yeah, that is like one of the most painful Texas stories. I got plenty. Most all my stories are Texas stories because I've spent forever here. But yeah, that's my being thrown against the tree story.
I have an Arkansas story if nobody has anything else to say.
Oh, we have plenty, but we want to hear the Arkansas story.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, when I was also 16, my dad was a truck driver. And we had went to Arkansas on our way down to Texas from Ohio because we had a couple loads down there. And it was 4:00 in the morning. The truck stop we stopped at had all-you-can-eat steak and fries for $7. Because this was years ago. So it's $7 all-you-can-eat steak at 4:00 in the morning. Who the fuck's going to eat that much steak? Me. So I'm sitting there. I am chowing down. I'm eating so much steak. I'm eating so many fries. There's nobody in the restaurant but me and my sperm donor. Okay. And
I take it you're not happy with your dad.
Oh, don't get me started. So This guy comes in. No, this guy comes in the door. He is huffing and puffing, man. He is like, and the whole entire restaurant was empty. He sat right beside me. Okay. And I kind of like, I did one of these things and I was like, you all right? You know? And he's like, I just robbed a bank with my brother. My brother got caught. I did not. And I was like, okay, I'm feeling uncomfortable. And then he says, don't move. I'll be right back. Because he was going to go get some buffet. Because, you know, the $7 buffet. So he puts his jacket down on the chair and he goes up to the salad bar and the steak bar. And I said, Dad, we got to go. And he's like, I'm still eating, because he's 600 pounds. I'm still eating. And I said, no, we got to go. This guy's a bank robber. And he's like, nope, I'm not going to go. And I said, dude, let's go. Damn it, let's go. And he's like, okay. So we go to run out. And the waitress goes, ma'am, you forgot your coat. And I said, that's not mine. And then the bank robber looks over from the bar. And I just run out the fucking door. I just jet. I'm like, I don't even fucking care. I'm gone. So then we get in there, we get in the truck, and then we leave. So I don't know what happened to the man. I don't know whether, like, it was weird as fuck. It was scary. And I was like, I'm never going to Arkansas again. Guess what? I'm 30 and I've never been back to Arkansas.
I don't blame you. Okay.
That's my story.
One of the trucker stories with my dad.
Be right.
She said she'll be right back.
She gonna go. Okay. I'll wait till she gets back to tell the story. She just runs away.
That story, reenacting that story must have scared the piss out of her.
Ooh, I like the new one behind you.
Which one?
The one beside the zombie outbreak, not the cryptid one, but the other one. It's changed a bit.
Oh, yeah, that's actually the logo for our field. It really is. That's the actual logo for Chainers.
Awesome.
That's actually on half of our stuff, and the zombie outbreak is something that we do if... Oh, well, hi,
You're
puppers.
mute.
She'll figure out how to unmute it.
Okay.
This is my dog.
We went to drop off the anvils at this place. I was so young, I don't remember. I just remember what we were doing.
It is probably Acme.
Yeah, it probably. So we dropped off the anvils, and they had like this museum things. Hey, hi Jessica. She said,
"Hi Jessica, how are you?"
Hi.
And
at least she ain't texting Daddy.
So
now she'll message Daddy.
So we go into the museum part of the anvil place, and it tells you different parts about the history of the anvils. And so we walk over, I'm looking at one. They're talking to the gentleman in charge that's giving us the tour. And I do something, I don't know what, but it broke in half. The big anvil, bigger than I am, just breaks in half. And the dude just looks at me. The tour guide is so confused how a little 7-year-old can break an anvil.
With the right smell of a fart, you can do amazing things.
Something like that. But yeah, I never lived that down because, he always brought it up until he died. So yeah. And hey y'all,
there she goes.
Daddy's good.
Daddy's never good.
That's good. I don't even think mine is, and he died. Hi, puppy. Are you a good puppy? Are you a boy or a girl?
She's a girl. She keeps pawing me. I had to give her attention.
Does she identify one
girl,
way or
big
another?
puppy.
No, she identifies as a girl. For sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
She
Definitely.
identifies as a dog, so that's helpful.
She's she's like attention obsessed. We
That
call
works.
her
So's mine.
we call her an attention whore, so that's what she is.
It's funny.
So, what's one of your trucking stories, Pyle?
Yeah,
I flipped
Kyle,
one.
what's one of your trucking stories?
I flipped
You
one.
flipped one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. My dad tore one up one time.
Well, I was hauling something that was very top heavy, and I made a comment earlier that morning how I did not want to take that load and he should find someone else. And he said, I have no one. And I said, I'd rather go see my grandpa or my grandma that was in the assisted living. And I didn't get my way, but neither did he because he thought it was going to get delivered that day.
I'm glad you lived and you're okay.
Got one little mark. But you know what? My boss is awesome. And he flat out told me this year we will never bring that up again. As far as he's concerned, it never happened. And I said, no, it happened because that trailer's missing. But no, that's pretty much my trucking story. I mean, I've seen trucks blow up. I've seen trucks this and that going down the interstate. You know what? It used to be a long time ago that you wanted to talk to a trucker, you had it on 19. Nowadays, 19 is quiet unless they're near some type of traffic jam, and then everybody's like, what's going on? Well, if you would have had 19 on a long time ago, but no one ever has 19 on anymore. 19 CBs are pretty much unless you got a buddy right beside you. Unless you got a buddy right beside you, yep, you guys don't talk on that thing. I mean, it's kind of mean going and saying, "Hey, how you doing? Good morning to you," because you get angry people on there.
That's sad.
Very
You
sad.
don't no. You want to know what sad is? Sad is, hey, out of 80 parts, now you only got to find like 30. That's sad. And we wonder why some of these things are broke down as much. But me being a truck driver, I will say that I have noticed a major difference from when I started to nowadays truck drivers, and the way that a lot of people handle situations. And I will not speak to my uncle because he made a comment that truck drivers are just out there to take people's lives. And I told him, I said, everything in your house has been brought on a truck. I would watch what I said.
Yeah.
But
I appreciate truckers.
So I say appreciate the truck drivers. I appreciate the law enforcement, first responders, and I appreciate the farmers. Because honestly, those right there just are awesome. Sorry, you're at work.
Oh my gosh. Hey, do you know that the bird flu is running rampant right now? Have you had any issues with that over there?
Us? No. A lot of people, yes.
Well, so far, everybody's just been talking about how you need to pay attention to it because you might have issues with the egg deliveries and this and that, and chicken price is going to go up. And
Timothy delivers eggs. He's the egg man instead of the dairy man. He don't deliver milk. He delivers eggs. Okay. And we've got a lot of the chicken flu and the turkey flu over here. So we've got like 7 roads he's not allowed to drive on, but they don't talk about it. They're not allowed to talk about the turkey or the chicken flu, but people drive on it and they like deliver it to all the other farms. And it's like, it's just crazy. You would think that would be something that the news would talk about, but it's not.
Yeah. But we haven't heard anything from our neighbors about their chickens or my uncle about his chickens. That's why I say we haven't had it yet.
Yeah. We've had 3,000 chickens and turkeys called in the last week. but nobody
Oh,
talks
wow.
about it. So,
Of course
hopefully,
not.
yeah. But hopefully it gets taken care of. Hopefully the calling works and yeah, he's the egg man. When I want
Okay.
eggs, I'm like, honey, I need some eggs, and he'll bring home like a whole entire case, like 24 dozen, and I'll be like, okay, I'm good for like 2 weeks maybe. Because I got hella kids, so
Yeah. How many do you have? I have 3.
I have 4,
Oh, wow.
7, 8, 9, 10, 14 months apart.
I have 11. I have 11. I have 9, and then I have 4.
Twins?
No.
No. Oh, you
No,
said 3.
11-year-old,
sorry.
a 9-year-old,
I
and a
can't count.
4-year-old.
I can't count. I went to a farmer school. I apologize. Pyle knows I'm dumb.
I just have 2. And
I'm here. I didn't want to cough in your face.
That's okay.
but yeah, I just have my 2. I got a 5-year-old that's sick right now, and I got a 16-year-old that I will have him tomorrow. And we're going to go to a place in Columbus called Cora's Curiosities. And
Ooh.
yeah, I can't wait. I've seen this place on TikTok multiple times, and I've messaged her and I said you best be prepared because I'm coming. I want to see the weird stuff you got.
Get pictures, please.
Maybe I'll just do a whole bunch of TikToking in there.
Yes, TikToks. We want to see your TikToks.
She actually does TikToks for that. That's how I found her.
Okay.
She does
I'm gonna have to.
TikToks.
Dude, I just look up curiosity shops all over the world, especially the country. Those are my favorites.
A while back how we were talking about Lauren
Yes.
on TikTok. I made a comment and she thought that was like a really nice comment. She well, they had like a going through their family cemetery, or not cemetery, funeral home, and oh my gosh, they have one of the most beautifulest funeral homes I've ever seen. It's all been redone and it looks wonderful. And she was wonderful and wanting to take the camera into a whole bunch of places that you would usually not see. And she's very respectful. And she actually says that if there is a loved one that is there, they actually call them guests, not deceased. And she's very tasteful with that stuff. I know the whole goal of her to do that was to get people out of this whole rut of thinking that death is such a bad thing.
That is good. And everybody say happy birthday, Danny.
Well, happy birthday, Danny. Check that out. Hey, Danny, you celebrate a birthday with me?
That's cool.
I was actually supposed to go out with some friends tonight to go out to a bar, and she's like, "You gotta go and get a drink with me. I want a shot in your hand." And I'm like, "You should know me. I don't drink unless it's moonshine."
I no longer get good moonshine. My papa died.
I if you want the taste, I'm sure you can acquire it. I'm sure you would know the right people.
Mm-hmm.
If that's kerosene, that's the best type of kerosene I've ever had.
Drink that kerosene.
Don't
drink it. Don't chew it. It's a joke.
Mine's always been sipping shine because it's been 187.
Yeah. We've got apple pie in the fridge here.
But yeah, I mean, you know what? In the state of Ohio, it is not illegal to make it. It's only illegal to sell it. So if you give it out to your friends, as long as you're not making a profit, you can have it.
Mine was given.
That works.
But yeah. Other than that, where are we going with our wonderful conversation here? I know that Morgan's got a dead body in that bag back there.
Hey, where's it at? Hold on. I gotta find it. There it is.
She's going to show it.
See this? Dead body got some sticks coming out. Right here. Right here.
Oh.
Get that shit.
So I actually have a friend. That whenever he does video chats, if you look, you will notice on his floor is a prop body. But he likes to do like online. Oh, there's a kitty cat. But he likes to do online chats and chat groups and online chats and chat groups. That's what he does. He has that body and he'll go and he'll be like, "Hey, you want to meet my girlfriend?" And he'll point at the prop on the floor and people will be like, "Okay, next chatter." I know that they've done it multiple times. I don't know how many times they freaked people out, but that's exactly what he does. He can be a great guy, great sense of humor. But yeah, I think sometimes some of us just don't understand that some of these people on the internet just don't fully understand that this is a joke when we do some of the stuff we do.
Yeah.
And I wish that the world would line up, but it's not going to line up. There's too many K people out there.
Well, luckily for you, you found a few people that get the joke and enjoy it. What are you doing, Peppers? Oh, you're attacking the husband. Hi, husband.
And there's that random guy that just walks down in and he's like,
Come
you
say
see
hi.
nothing.
Say hi. You gotta get.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
You know, he's probably thinking, I think I'm alone now, and no
He's
one
coming
can
out with
see
a
me
book
crawling
soon,
on the
so-
floor.
Oh, there's a book.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
coming out with the
When?
book.
In the process. Hopefully by the mid-year.
Okay. We need
Oh,
to
yes,
do a
you do.
release day party on Unprinted Pages.
A thing. You can't force him to do it, or he's not gonna write it.
I'm not rushing. I'm saying when
I've
it's done,
already
I'm
tried
inviting
that.
him on in Unprinted Pages to celebrate his release.
That sounds good to me.
You have to write it though. He's like halfway through, but because I rushed him, he stopped writing it.
Now
has to
tell
do it
her
on
she
Tim-
needs to join me too. On
It's called
Unprinted
Tim
Pages.
Time. You gotta do it on Tim Time.
Tim Time is fun.
Tim Time.
You hear that, Morgan?
It says, "Hi, husband."
Husband. Hi, husband.
Hello.
He's my husband.
We love husbands and wives here.
He's signing off. Bye. Okay. He's like
So,
2 feet away. He signed
you
off.
didn't
2 feet
ca-
away.
If you didn't catch that from her, she said that she also needs to make sure that you go on her podcast with her too.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Yes,
I've
I
got the
need
books.
those.
I've got the
I need
books.
those.
Books are here. Okay?
I need them.
Books are here.
I will get them and I'll get them sent to you. I know she's in
Here's the
Hershey.
I've got them signed. The signs are ready.
Awesome.
I can even send them from my home. Because I trust Pyle. I'll just send him and then he can just pay me whenever. No big deal. No big deal, okay? No
That
big
would
deal.
rock. So
Well,
pick a Thursday
I've got it.
next month.
I think I've got to take them down to Raz because I think Raz has got something coming to you too.
See this?
And
Hold on.
I think we're going to ship them all together.
See
Okay.
this? I've got lots of envelopes. These are my book envelopes. Lots of
Awesome.
envelopes.
So
Because everybody
get
always
a-
asks. Everybody asks me for my books, so I bought a big box of envelopes.
So as
this
soon
might
as
be-
I get it, I will send it to Raz, and Raz can ship it to you when he ships all that stuff to you. Well, hello.
Hi, Cheyenne Hunt. You say that, but
Hi,
I'm still waiting
Cheyenne.
on mine.
Hi, Cheyenne. Hi.
Apparently, she knows you, and she wants to know where her book is.
Okay, first of all, it's in a bag. It's in an envelope. It's going. It's coming. Cheyenne, it's coming. I have to remember though.
Hi,
Hi. It's coming. I have
Oh,
issues
yeah,
with
for
remembering.
Cheyenne. All
Here's
the
the
new
thing.
people, please like and
Pyle's
follow.
been Pyle's been my friend for like 10 years. And like this past year, I'm a terrible friend and I forgot friends existed. So Pyle's my friend and Pyle doesn't judge me that I forgot about him for a year.
It's okay.
Of course not. He loves us.
I have issues. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
No, not everything is fine. You're saying it wrong. Everything is awesome. Everything is great when you're part of the team.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Everything is awesome.
I've heard that song way too many times.
Have you ever heard it in heavy metal?
No, I have not. We need to have that shared. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna show it
Ooh,
off.
what do you have? What do you have?
You know, she knows what I have.
Wait,
There it is.
Is that the FNAF? What is that?
It's the
No.
pop figure Death Claw.
Oh shit! I know what that is.
Pop figure
okay.
Death Claw.
No, he looks so different with them eyeballs.
That's because they gave him that weird square head to go with the brand. But
Yes.
he's our little pop figure Death Claw.
Oh wow, he's kind of cool though.
Ooh, that'd be good too. I'll trade.
Do you have anything
And
to
then
show?
we have him. You guys
Ooh.
showed yours. I'm showing mine now. Please tell me you know
Sorry.
which one that is.
Dragon.
Yeah, it's Alduin.
Oh, it's Alduin from Skyrim or Oblivion. Depends on which one you play. Look,
All right.
it's Alduin.
You said you
I
were
think I
playing
just did that.
Skyrim. I had to show
I
you
think
my
I
two
just did that
favorite
quest,
Skyrim
honestly.
things. Thank you, baby.
Yes, I think we just did that quest.
Love you too. Husband says he loves you guys.
Hi.
I'm hiding in a closet in case you didn't know, Stitch.
Wait. I thought you said I got everything for everyone, so I think that I can hide in the closet and they'll never find me.
But I wanted to. She said they like Skyrim, so I wanted to show her two of my favorite Skyrim things ever.
Oh, okay.
We love Skyrim. He's at 200,000. He's at 200 hours in a week. I'm at 100 hours in a week.
2
You
weeks.
know what I like? Yes. Let me grab it.
I have no idea how many hours I'm in.
We play on Steam, so that's why we know.
I have it on PlayStation. I have it on PC. I have it on.
We have it on Nintendo Switch and PC
And PlayStation and
and
Did
PlayStation.
have it on Xbox 360. I have the games on any station you can have it. Oh yeah, and I even have it on the Nintendo Switch.
Do you have Baby Yoda on your shirt pile?
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Is that Grogu? Okay.
Ooh,
What's this? Oh, is that
Nintendo.
Mikey?
It is Mikey.
Oh, I can
And-
see it. It's Mikey.
And my daughter tries so hard to convince me that we need to open that and we need to play with that. And I told her I don't
you
think
should
so.
get an alternate one for her to play with.
Yeah. But she's got so many other toys. Like
I
she
know.
won't let me play with her My Little Ponies.
Mine does.
yeah, at the bookshelf.
Mine let me play. They even get
Are you
me
okay,
my
Psycho?
own. She ran away. I don't know where she ran away to. You're on
Yeah,
mute, dude.
You're muted. She muted you. Yeah. She's like, no.
There we go.
Now he's just deaf and mute.
You can't hear me?
Now
Oh,
we can
there
hear
we
you.
go.
Okay, good. I
Yes.
just wanted to make sure. Whoa! Watch out.
Okay.
Oh, she's back.
Okay, I'm back.
Baby's back. Back again.
Did you tell a
Sorry.
friend?
Yes, I did.
I
Here's
did.
my friend.
I did. And my friend just happened to show up on the screen here.
Yeah. We both attacked her and said, "Hey, come join us."
What's
Oh,
friend?
she's like,
Oh,
well,
shit.
I don't want to step on your toes. And I said, what do you mean step on my toes? If you were invited, you were invited.
There's no way you can step on anybody's toes
Where's
if one of the
Pyle?
hosts invites you.
Pyle? Hey, stop it. Stop doing that. Hold on. Hold on. You mute it. Hold on.
She took the phone away from him. That way he can't talk to us and tell us all the truth.
Was there something we wanted to know that she hasn't told us?
I don't know. Oh no, now she muted us. Now she was trying to talk to us, and see, she's talking and she muted herself.
Sorry, guys. This is my first time, okay? Lacey's first time.
Well, that's fine.
Sorry.
You'll learn.
Okay. I'm like literally like bringing out my tripod outside because I don't smoke inside. I've got kids, okay?
Well, that's fine. I don't either, but I don't smoke
Everybody
at all.
else
So yeah.
smokes, and I'm like, well, I don't smoke inside, so I got to go outside.
Right?
Well, that's fine. I don't let anybody smoke inside because my kid has asthma.
Okay. Is this weird? Do I put it out like this?
No. No, you look fine.
No.
Stay warm.
It's
No,
fine.
Raz will smoking on here. It don't matter.
Well, I see
Yeah, we
everybody
don't care.
smoke, and I just like, I don't know. I feel weird.
Yeah, Jenny doesn't smoke. Dell smokes, Raz smokes, random other people smoke.
Wow.
I just sit here and I drink my tea or my coffee. Today it's
What
tea.
kind of tea
It's
do
too
you
late
drink?
to drink coffee.
Oh, no,
This
no,
version
never.
it's the Louisiana iced tea.
Louisiana. My favorite is jasmine green tea and chamomile, because I don't think 1 tea bag's enough. I think 2 tea bags, or else you're not drinking tea. I don't know.
Well, that's okay. I have like 2 tea bags in this. I like to mix like the blackberry tea with the orange, or the orange and the lemon, or the blackberry and the lemon. I just mix flavors. I will get
no,
random
mixing's
tea
good.
flavors.
I make Tim drink oolong and peach because it's really good
Ooh.
for his heart.
I have not mixed the oolong and peach before. You will have to try that. Okay,
because it's
I'll get more oolong and peach this next time if they
yeah,
got
it's
it.
good. It's good for your heart, and then the peach is good for your cholesterol.
Oh, I love the peach. I mix the peach with random stuff too. Strawberry hibiscus was great too.
Do you have do you drink coffee?
Who?
Either of you.
I drink a lot of coffee.
I drink a lot of
Last
coffee
time
too.
we talked, I was drinking coffee.
Well, it wasn't
when
clearly
we did
marked
that
to what we were
recording
drinking.
thing- Yeah.
Right.
When we did the recording for that special thing that we're gonna tell people about later, I was drinking a whole lot of coffee. That silver thing was full. Not
Fair
because of
enough.
you, because I wanted to be alive for it.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
So I have a Keurig, and
I
I've
do
had it
too.
for 6 months, but I have just like in the last week learned how to use the K-cup. And I've been drinking mocha macchiato.
Ah,
And it's
I like
basically
caramel
like hot
macchiato.
Yeah, it's basically like hot chocolate, but with coffee.
Yeah,
And it's really good. But I like dark Colombian.
That works.
That's my favorite. And I like just like go to Wally World and get hazelnut. They have these big cartons of hazelnut
and
creamer.
vanilla mix.
Yes,
my
I love
favorite.
coffee.
I do too. What do you drink, Pyle?
Hello.
Kitty.
Well, I don't drink coffee, tea, or anything like that. I got to watch my sugar, so anything's got to be diet. So if I get Propel's good because it's not sugared. But yeah, I just not that hard to get along with. Just anything diet just to watch the sugar because I want to keep that CDL.
That works. I understand completely.
And I will tell you now, and if my doctor's here, she will absolutely be giving me a call later on. But I love Chinese food, and you're not going to stop me from eating rice. I'm sorry to hear that. I know that stuff will break down and make sugar, but I am never going to stop with the Chinese.
Chicken lo
So
mein,
does
no
the
veggie.
potatoes.
Oh yeah. But I watch my starches and I watch this and that. It's just that Chinese. Oh boy. What had happened once was she had a doctor's appointment with me later on. And she's like, oh, we're going to test your sugar. And she tested it right about 2 hours after I had Chinese. Be gosh dang if I didn't get caught right there. She said, what did you do? I don't know. Well, what you eat? Couple things. Well, that's a big no on the rice. Apparently, rice and noodles. That's not fair, man. I love my rice. I love my noodles.
No.
You could like stuff as long as it's in moderation.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
you know what?
moderation.
Chinese has never been moderation over me.
Right? If you're gonna get Chinese food, you're gonna get the dinner size. Who gets the lunch size? That's just like a
Wait. I want to talk today about diabetes. Because I'll tell you.
I can talk about diabetes.
He absolutely got everybody to start looking into diabetes so much just by improperly saying it, not just a little bit, but on national TV. Then they recorded it, and when they recorded it, everybody knew it was wrong, and everybody looked at it like, why did you allow this? And people did so much research on what he was talking about and getting to learn. It was, if you look at the documentary on that, he absolutely did exactly what he wanted to do. He got people to think about it. Now I talk too much and Friday's going to stab me.
No. If you've got diabetes, you know what this is. It's your lifeline.
Mm-hmm.
That's a commercial.
Right.
I've got a cat. I have a stray cat. No,
What's
I've
that?
got a stray cat that looks just like Wilford Brimley, and I named him Buford Wimley.
So
he's got these chops that looks just like Wilford Brimley. So I was like, you know what? From now on, you're Buford Wimley.
So while I was working in the deli, one of the people that came to fix our power lines, one of the big storms we had like 3 or 4 years ago, had just found out before he came out to Navasota to fix them that he had diabetes, but they didn't teach him in a way that he understood. So I'm staying there for like 20 minutes, explaining to him what the best things to eat, why he could not eat a box of Twinkies every night. Yeah, he actually asked that, and I'm like, this is why. It is sugar. But the fact that more people should learn,
right,
not just for themselves, but for their family members.
They should.
Right.
Sometimes it's harder for doctors to teach. Oh no, I've been found. Oh, okay. So somebody came to say hi. This is Dante.
Dante.
Well, hello there.
Hello, Dante.
Mwah. Okay, sorry. Good night, baby. I love you. That was my youngest. He's like, I had to give her kisses. But yeah,
And you know, it used to be a long time ago in the medical field that they would give you the information and say, "Here's a pamphlet." Now our world has changed so much that it's like, hey, I can't just give you a pamphlet. I want to sign you up with somebody that will thoroughly talk to you about this whole stuff. And I will tell you right now that that's a great thing, but it's also a pain because in my life, I do not have the extra 15 minutes to go and talk to somebody and a half hour more to actually see somebody. It just does not work for me. By the way, my youngest had a parent teacher conference today. Yay, parent teacher conference.
yay.
Um,
How'd that go?
our parent teacher conference, she said, "Hey, there's a couple of things I would like to bring up to you." And I said, "Okay." And she started bringing some stuff up, looking at me and this and that. And I looked at her and I said, "I got a feeling I know exactly what you're going to say about this entire thing." And she goes, "Oh yeah, what do you think?" And I told her, I said, "I could be totally wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that you're going to tell me that my child's a little different on the learning curve." And she goes, "Well, she is pretty intelligent. That's not a questionable thing." I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "But I do want to tell you how." "Oh, I just got a message from my son. Here we are, 10 o'clock at night. Happy birthday." Well, thanks, Jaden. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Jaden.
But anyway, I knew what she was going to tell me. I knew because I suffer from ADHD really bad. And if people on here haven't realized, I am very fidgety. My desk, my table here, wish I could show it to you. That blue tape I showed you earlier, that is across my desk. And what I do is I will take random ink pens and I will just doodle and talk and write notes and this and that. I've got papers. I've got everything. I know that I have ADHD.
Yes.
But today's society versus my society. When I was growing up and I was in school, my parents found out. My parents were scared. They thought they were going to give me a box of crayons and say, "Here's a corner. I want you to color good pictures," and that was going to be my education. That was not the case. They did a wonderful job with me, working with everything. I had dyslexic, and yeah, I didn't do the top of the class. I knew I wasn't going to do top of the class, but I've done so many wonderful things all through these years that, honestly, I can't be upset with what I have going. So when she sat me down this time, she looked at me and she goes, "We can work with this." I was like, "Oh yeah, you can." Look at the miracle you did with me. So me and her had this whole discussion. She finally understood why I knew what I knew and how I was going to handle this as a parent. And we are doing the paperwork now, and they're going to do the paperwork at school. And I can't believe that some parents do not want this paperwork to be done because sometimes they don't want to realize that their kid does learn a different way. And I am a person that if you need something to help you just a hair, that's okay. But it should not be a life decision of that thing is going to control the rest of the life. I don't like
Are
the
they doing
idea.
IEP?
Not yet. They've got to do the paperwork to officially diagnose the ADHD. Even though the writing's on the wall, everything's there, you got to do that paper trail nowadays. That way we can all be on the same page. After that, she can go and she can possibly get a little medication just to take the edge off of learning. And if she does that, she might be straightforward, because if she is one-on-one and she isn't looking around and she ain't bouncing around, she is keeping up with those classmates pretty well. But when there's other classmates around, the focus is gone, this and that. It is exactly how I am in here. I'm constantly searching for stuff. I'm constantly looking for stuff, constantly doodling. But the blood pressure medication I'm on has helped me so much that I can actually do this stuff and not be like, I'll be right back, and then take a walk around and then come back and go, so what did I miss? It's all about, everybody's different, and we all know that everybody's different. And my honest opinion, my personal belief is just, let's not medicate the child 24/7, 365 days a year. The weekends, I do not want her to have it, because I want her to burn off her energy and use her mind to the full capacity. But yeah, that's just a parent-teacher conference that we did today. I know some people's beliefs are a lot different than mine. I have never been against having it a little bit. Oh, it's so adorable. She put her hand up.
I homeschool
Are you waving?
my kids.
I do too.
Yeah, I know. I know you do.
I found out how autistic my middle girl is when we put her up. Like, we started seeing her Uncle Jimmy and Josh's brother, and the comparison. I see it. The only medication that I generally like make sure it's a constant everyday thing are the breathing medications to keep her breathing. The
Right.
rest of it, the mind the ones that help with making the brain work or whatever, I don't expect them to have to be on anything like that 24/7 every single day.
Right.
But at the beginning of the relationship, I just told Josh, if they have my asthma, there are going to be certain medications that I will expect them to be on when they need them.
Right.
And as for the other, if they have anything like this, we will figure it out as we go.
Right.
And I am perfectly happy with her being autistic. I am perfectly happy with whatever the heck Dante is and Cassie is. I know it's not easy, but we haven't stopped. We're just trying to hype up. Let's practice. Let's practice. We will get better if we practice and figure out how you learn. Yes, Stitch.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm not like interrupting you.
No.
I have my 10-year-old was born 9 weeks early, so he's got autism. And then I have my 8-year-old son. Both my boys are different. So I've got my 10-year-old has autism, and then my 8-year-old, he has Asperger's. So we're in like a different spectrum. This kid's crazy, this kid's crazy. And then my daughter, she's 9, and I'm pretty sure she's autistic, but she's like super high functioning to where like she's like a mastermind, like the movie. I don't know if you've seen Mastermind, but like his brain is like this. That's her. And she's too much like her dad. Okay, so she's super smart, but she's a dick. Oh my gosh, I have to get on her all the time because she's like I'm gonna tell you how it is, and I'm gonna tell you the right way, and I don't care. So she doesn't care about anybody's feelings because I've never had her tested. Like, the boys are tested, the boys have been diagnosed, but she's so like advanced. She's like talking to a 30-year-old, but she's in a 9-year-old's body.
Who
Yeah,
doesn't care?
She drives me nuts, but it's fine. But the boys are super sweet and they're super smart. And they just have they have their quirks. They, Archer flaps his hands. Archer jumps, he bounces all the time. And it's like, being homeschooled, it's in a public school setting, you would not say, hey, stop bouncing. But at home, you're like, yo, stop bouncing. You gotta nip this in the butt. You can't be doing that all the time. Like, stop bouncing. You gotta calm down. Well, I cut his hair today, and that's a whole like an hour thing, because the boy is scared of the razor. But and then the littlest one, she learned she learned off of everybody else. She's like I don't want to say poor thing, because she's super smart, but she learned everybody, like, everybody's got a verbal apraxia, everybody's got autism or Asperger's. So she's learning off of what they're teaching her. And it's just funny, because she's the normal kid, but she's not, because she learned off everybody else. But
adorable axolotl.
Hey, that's my axolotl. I have kids, so it doesn't have eyes anymore. But
Makes sense.
This is my axolotl. I crocheted him.
Adorable.
Oh, and this is my dragon. I crocheted him.
Crochet so amazingly.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. There we go.
He's adorable.
Yeah, he's got wings. He was hard. He took like 3 days.
And on the IEP, the only thing I have to suggest, Pyle, is be direct on anything and everything. You want something done, say, hey, we need to do this. This has to happen. No, I think this should happen. You say, this needs to happen. That's the only suggestion I'm going to suggest on the rest of it. You navigate the rest of it the way you and your lovely wife sees fit.
See, when I was on an IEP, and honestly, I'm still on an IEP, I just ain't in any kind of education format right now where they would have to alter it. So if I would go into I would go into any kind of schooling, they would actually take the IEP I have, and if I need my IEP, I go back to the school where I got my high school diploma, and they carry that IEP. They carry it for years on top of years on top of years. In fact, I told the teacher, you might want to go through my IEP. That way you go through mine and understand mine, and my file is a little bigger than what other kids was, because I was actually how to put it nicely, a science project for the IEP system in our state. They wanted to try some stuff, and they wanted to see if they could do an IEP and change this and work this and try this and do this and that. And my parents, they absolutely said, you know what? Go for it, because we don't know what to really do with this. Not saying that my parents did not care. At one point, my mother got so frustrated at the way I was handling my schooling and how I was handling situations at school, being bullied and this and that, that I was just a ball of rage. And I even told the teacher today, hey, flat out, I'm just going to ask you, is she showing any kind of rage with her schooling? And she goes, no, she's not. She goes, but that is kind of weird that you say that. And I said, no, it's not, because that is something that I had a problem with throughout my high school years. I was a happy kid until something would get me. And then that happy kid would switch really quick into nothing but a rage monster. And it was kind of unique to see how the teachers would handle it. One teacher, he wanted to aggravate me so much that, and I will tell you right now, this teacher was fantastic, but he wanted to aggravate me so much that he wanted to see me so mad. He wanted to see me in that room 16 almost yelling and screaming, pushing my desk across the floor, this and that. He wanted to see how far that would go. And I did not know it at the time what was the reason. Then I got sent in the hallway, and I sat in the hallway, and I was just this ball of rage. One of the other teachers picked me up and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, I got in trouble. I got mad, and I'm supposed to sit here. And he goes, "Okay, well, you're coming with me." I said, "No, I'm supposed to sit here." He goes, "And I'm telling you, you're coming with me." He actually brought me to the gymnasium, and he had me work on every single piece of school weightlifting equipment to burn all the rage out of me to the point I had no strength. And after I got all said and done, and I was so tired, I was almost like falling asleep. He brought me back to class with my bag and my coat and said, there's your desk. Just sit there." I said, "Okay." And then the buzzer went off, and there was one of my grandparents there to pick me up because they knew I was not able to walk back. The next day, all those anger, all that stuff was totally gone. I was a happy kid again. I burned out everything, and they burned all the energy. I slept so hard. I did not eat supper, did not wake up, get breakfast. I was almost late for school the next day, and it was fine because all that energy had been burned out of me. Oh, hi, Will. Will's one of my buddies. Dude, we've known each other for years, back since I was doing haunted Lockington's Haunted Firehouse. And I know the circumstances. Will, I just want to tell your kid happy birthday also, because your kid shares a birthday with me. Found out a lot of people share birthdays with me.
Yay.
But tell your child I said happy birthday. But no, man, if it wasn't for that teacher getting on the phone and calling the other teacher and saying, "Hey, we need to do something," he's way past anything. Will do. Awesome. I will tell you, if it wasn't for that teacher, there would be a lot different me. So I know that my kids. Really?
Okay.
I'm so confused. I don't
I am
know
too.
who that was.
Captain Birdseye 4. Do you know any Twitch gamers?
No, I don't. I don't think I do.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
am
read
so
them a little bit
confused.
closer next time. But yeah, I am too. So yeah.
I am really confused with that one. I mean, but
They
yeah,
have a great love for you.
they do, and they're going to watch my kid very. Are you okay?
Oh,
Secrets hurting someone.
is that you, Mariah? Captain Birdseye 4? Hi, glad you made it.
But no, I know that I'm going to work with the school very well, and the principal already knows me very well, and the superintendent knows me very well. Everybody, all the staff knows me. It's the same school that most of my chainers are at, so my chainers will watch over my daughter. Well, thank you. Oh, I know who this one is. And yes, I'll try my hardest to get to Carnage for their Valentine's Day haunt. That was something I was working on tonight. Trying to figure out all the haunts in Ohio that are open during Valentine's Day, and Carnage is the only one that's doing a blackout.
He says thank you.
Man, he's a great guy. I can't say enough about the haunting community. They've always been wonderful as we go on with everything, and people start watching me a little more and getting to know me on here or on Facebook or in the haunt industry. It is really great to know all these wonderful people.
Hey guys, if you have a Valentine's Day haunt, please share with us and we will put it up and share it on our pages. That way people know to come find you. And Psycho Stitch, this is how much I like your hat.
Thank you. I crocheted it. I like to crochet.
I love it. It's beautiful.
I got a lot. I make stuffies and scooties. This is a scooty.
So,
Skirt and a hoodie.
so Scooty.
It's a
So,
scooty. Like,
in Ohio this year, we actually have 6 of them that I know about. It's Hell's Dungeon, Fear Columbus, Carnage, Akron Haunted Schoolhouse. Then you have the Jail of Terror. That's in Newark. I probably said that wrong. And then the Haunted Hydro. I've been keeping notes because me and Maximus is. Oh man, that is not pulling
Click
up.
me a picture so I can find them.
Okay.
And click
But
me a
me and
picture and send it
Maximus
to the
is
messenger.
trying to get information to find out how we're going to post it for the OHA. You knew I was like the right hand of Maximus, right?
Something like that, yes.
So Maximus Christian Bryant is the president of the Ohio Haunters Association, and
Yes.
he's got a board that works with him, but behind the scenes, I'm actually one of the people that sets up everything at the functions. I help run stuff and this and that. And I really didn't know how much I had in it until I looked down one day. I said, you know what? I'm thinking about not going to a meeting. He said,
Oh, wow.
we can reschedule it. I said, no, I'll be at that meeting. Don't worry about it. He goes, are you sure? Because we'll reschedule it. I said,
by the
no,
way,
I just
hi
won't.
to the 7 people watching.
Ooh, we got 7 people.
And thank you,
is
Sky,
that
for the like.
now the 7 people? Is that 7 people just on one format or?
Well, there's one that's still watching us. The person we were talking to, Captain Birdseye, I think is still on Twitch. And
Okay.
then there's now 5 people watching, and they're watching on the Owlite Network Facebook page.
Okay.
I said hi, thank you. Brandon said
Carnage, yeah.
Haunted House. We will get
Yep.
that shared. And Mariah said she's one of the ones. Yes, if you go in the chat and click the link, you can always join us if you like, Mariah. We love you.
So Friday, I got this sending to you. You can look at it after
Okay.
our wonderful thing. But these are the ones that Hell's Dungeon this year.
Cheyenne's
talking
with
to
us on
them.
SB. Yay!
Bye.
Well, I wasn't waving bye. I was just saying hi.
You said hi. Sorry.
Not many
you said
people
bye and the
are
cat's like,
commenting.
I'm out of here.
My
No,
bye and
don't
hi
leave
is
us.
the
We love
same.
you.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Hi.
Brandon's a wonderful
like
guy. He's at Carnage. Raz is one of the people that usually is on here, and Raz, he's from Hell's Dungeon. Jessica, she's popped in here a couple of times, said things. She's from Hell's Dungeon also. Hell's Dungeon is doing a dinner plus a murder mystery, and then they're actually doing the haunt. Carnage is doing a total blackout, which you get a glow stick to go through, and that's something that I'm going to try going Friday there, and then Hell's Dungeon on Saturday. And then we got to figure out. Then we got to figure out who's going to be open around the St. Patty's Day, because some haunts do Revenge of the Leprechaun.
Hi, Mariah.
Hey,
Well, hello there. Are you on break or are you off work?
I'm off work.
Oh, cool.
I
How's the
just-
pizza? You can hear it in her voice.
No, dude, it's another one of those nights. Where
I
Look.
love you, Mariah.
Okay, let me tell you how my day started.
Ooh.
Okay, so I had to go in early because somebody called out, which is, whatever. So I get there, and the very first phone call that I take is a lady from one of the Section 8 developments in our area.
Okay.
She ordered 2 large hand-tossed new Philly cheesesteak pizzas. That's
Okay.
fine. Made them, sent them out. Mind you, her delivery time was like 21 minutes, and that's from the time the order came in to got to her. So,
Wow, that's amazing.
so not that long. She
No.
comes back and she goes, "Yeah, you people fucked up my food." Okay. Well, can you give me your phone number? I'm telling you, you fucked up my food. Okay, I understand that, ma'am. Can I please get your phone number so I can look it up? She gives me her phone number. I pull it up in the system. Okay, what was wrong with it? Yeah, I asked specifically not to have mushrooms and green peppers on this pizza. Oh, yeah, whoever I talked to on the phone, I told him. Okay. Now, here's where I'm like, oh, I hate you. So she says she specifically talked to someone on the phone, said she wanted no mushrooms, no green peppers. Okay, well, in the computer, her order was placed on the app.
Oh.
She didn't talk to shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. Ma'am, you placed your order online. And I understand that. However, I am the only person here that's answering the phones and making food. I've answered every phone call. I do not remember talking to you. Oh, well, I didn't call, but I didn't want mushrooms and green peppers. I just wanted the Philly steak and onion. Okay, well, in the future, if you order on the app, I need you to call the store if you want to take something off the pizza because there's no way we can know that without actually talking to you. Are you trying to say it's my fault? No, ma'am. Well, I want my fucking food. Okay. I'll remake it. That's fine. I'm not paying for it. Ma'am, you already paid for your order. I am more than happy to fix it just this once. If you order on the app, you need to call so we can fix it before we make the food. Well, you should know. How? Okay. Got it. Sent it out. She called back. And I'm just like, I cannot today. And that was where it started. Like, the farther we got through the shift, like, the more phone calls I answered, the more I was like, homicide is an option.
Once again, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Oh.
Okay.
I mean,
I can't.
I've had those days.
Tish,
Yeah.
this is Psycho Stitch / Morgan, and I don't know if you've met Mariah. If you haven't, this is Mariah. Guys, this is Tish McWeber, another
Howdy.
awesome author. And
And
both Psycho Stitch and Mariah are authors as well.
I write. I write a
Well,
little.
you have so many books. I need to figure out how to get them signed.
If you can get a copy of them, but we're not talking about that on the air. It's fine.
We'll figure that out later after 2025.
Yeah.
And then you, me, and Patty are going to have a conversation.
Okay. Oh, so you have been told. Oh man, you've been told a lot.
Like I said, you, me, and Patty are going to have a conversation, and then we are going to fix it where it's better for you. And you're going to have the bestest author friends like Tish and Morgan.
Like you said that, and it was so specific. I was like, I don't remember telling her that. It's fine.
Tish, I just want to. Another
Thank
one
you,
of my
Roman.
hunters there. Thanks, Carl.
Carl?
At our field, we call her Carl because llamas with hats. And I just looked at her one day, and she was covered in blood. She walks up. I was like, Carl, that kills people. And it stuck so hard. And she goes, what? I said, llamas with hats, go watch it. She comes
I
back
love
and she
that
goes,
show.
I am Carl.
So
Ah.
funny that I love my staff. Okay, the staff that I work with is great. You know, and it's not just because one of them is my kid. I want to make that clear. My staff gets my sarcasm. So last night we were talking about who we would all be out of Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know it's bad when 4 people on your staff turn around when you go, why? Who do you think I'd be? And they all go, Toph!
Yes.
Dude, I would be tough.
Yes.
I man,
Wait
that's
a minute,
like
who would I be?
Honestly, I could see you being Katara.
Possibly. I'd be the mom of the group.
If you weren't Katara, don't take this wrong, but it's because he's actually probably one of the most nurturing characters on the show, Uncle Iroh.
Okay.
oh
I take it
yeah.
as a compliment.
Okay.
I take that as a compliment. Thank you.
And you know what? He is all about his tea. Oh my gosh. Every episode he's like green tea.
And his lotus tile.
Yeah, oh yeah. And one day there's a cat.
Oh my god.
Like there's a cat in a rock.
A geode.
Is that a fossil?
Thank you, Tish. That was the best ever of all time.
Like there's cat.
We
Cat!
can't hear you. We can't hear the Tish.
Well, that explains a lot. She's just right there, and her eyes are bugging out of her head, and she's just staring, and I don't know what she's staring at. So I thought you should all experience that.
That was great. Thank you.
That cat
Looks like-
looked like she
Oh,
just
see it, Roy?
went for a
Looks
roll.
like Carl's cat.
Ooh, is Roy there too?
Yeah, he is.
Hi, Roy. We love you, Roy. Meow. Hi.
That's not a cat.
So nice to meet you, Roy. All
Listen, you're
husbands
so
and
well.
wives matter
And
here.
the camera points right back at a cat. Hello, kitty.
Hello, human.
Hi, kitty.
That's your fun for the night.
I don't
Thank
have
you.
cat.
That was the best.
I'm allergic.
Hi, kitty.
But I have a Max that is currently sitting on my feet because he's like, "You're home."
Well, of course.
And you smell pizza-rific.
Yeah. Max, man, this is the weirdest dog I've ever had. Like, he likes freaking eating potato skins, like the actual skin off of a baked potato.
Really? He doesn't care for the actual inside, just the skin.
No. He likes potatoes. Like, he'll eat potatoes. He'll eat any form of potato, which is
Oh, okay.
but he really likes potato skins. He's weird. He also eats peanuts. Like, he likes eating just regular peanuts. He doesn't like peanut butter. He doesn't like snacks that are made with peanut butter. But oh my god, if you have a peanut and you don't throw it in the air so he can catch it and take it somewhere to eat it, pissed. Max is a weirdo. It's okay.
I'm crafting.
Ooh, what are we making?
Started a project. And the thing I was in for this, I'm working in my bullet journal.
Oh, it's
I'm doing a vision board, but it's faith. It's supposed to be faith. It's about faith.
Hello, tiny human.
We are so happy to meet you, tiny human.
Hello.
My
Hello.
gosh, she's gotten so big.
I know. 7 years old.
I'm 7.
You're awesome just the way you are. Don't let anybody
don't-
tell you
you-
different.
No,
You don't remember me, do you?
It's Pyle. Do you remember Pyle?
Do you talk to him?
Yeah, I
2
do.
days ago?
I did.
Yeah. Hi, Pyle.
Okay,
That-
go to bed. Love you.
That's Loon,
Good night,
right?
sweet girl.
No, that's Rue.
That is not Rue.
It's Rue.
That doesn't say
Wow.
in my sword.
It
That
says
is awesome.
it says outside can wait. It's a gamer shirt.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome.
I approve.
Wow.
Yes. No,
Rue, you're
she's 7.
Rue,
She's
you're
7 now.
amazing. You are so
Yeah.
big. I held you when you were a baby.
Did
You
the baby?
did?
Yeah.
I did.
Yes.
Jeez.
There I did.
She's. Would you like to say anything? You could say something.
She's like, I will say anything just to stay up.
Just say something.
Hey, have a good night.
Have a good night. Okay. Have a good night.
And have you had a good day?
Have a good day.
Hey,
Okay,
you have
that's-
yourself a wonderful night, Rue. And
You do.
wow, you got big.
Okay, say good night. Bye. Bye.
Good night, sweet girl.
Good night.
Brandon says good night.
Bye.
Brandon says goodnight too.
What? Yes, flush the toilet. That's fine.
Good job. Flush the toilet.
Thank you.
Oh, and I will wait until you and pee again.
You waited till I went pee. Well,
Oh.
I
Oh, that
appreciate
was so nice to wait until she peed.
Yes, thank you so much. We're conserving water. It's fine.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's
If
brown,
it's
flush it down.
Flush it down. Thank you. Glad somebody understands.
Oh yeah.
What's
He wants meatballs with you.
dude? I'm going Saturday.
At least
If you'd like to go, you can go. I'm coming to Columbus on Saturday just to go to Ponderosa and eat some meatballs, and then I'm going to go to Cora's Curiosities. That is absolutely my game plan to come Saturday and do that. And I just can't. If you want to go, you're more than welcome to.
Have a good
Done.
night.
This is done and done.
Bye. Okay.
I love my friends. This right here is why the haunt industry is so awesome. The haunt industry is absolutely so awesome.
I have been so happy to meet so many haunters. Hi. I've been so happy to see truckers again. I miss the truckers and haunters so much.
How are you doing? Oh,
I-
okay.
Apparently Morgan's like, I have to go do something.
Okay.
Just go do something.
So hi.
But no,
Welcome
So I'm
to
catching
the
up here. Oh, thank you. Wow, there's quite a bit more people on here now.
Oh yeah.
Well,
this
yeah.
Is Twitch,
I was
and
at
this
work.
Is Mariah.
No.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
Which way? Okay, Okay, you can see the names on the things.
Oh, okay, I gotta look at those. Okay. Hi, Mariah.
Hello.
And
Oh, look.
No, man.
Check it. First
I
of
do
all, I
too.
got a mom bladder, so excuse me.
That's understandable.
Oh, did you want to
I'm
keep
getting kicked
talking?
out.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Here,
Okay.
keep talking. It's
so y'all have a great day.
No, it's fine. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. He's an author
You-
too, guys.
Ah,
oh
He's-
my
he-
gosh, just
Does anybody
this
want to
is-
hear an excerpt out of my book?
Sure.
Yay, nay,
yeah.
I don't know.
We want an
Do you?
expert. Yes, I
Someone
hope to
said
get
sure.
one when you come on Unprinted Pages. You still need to
Well,
pick a
I will.
Thursday.
This is like
Pick a
this is like
Thursday.
a yo. I'll do like one paragraph
Okay.
because I have like a paragraph that I've been wanting to read,
Yay.
possibly two. This is out
Okay.
of this is Exodus B. Oh my gosh, Exodus B. Okay. This is an excerpt out of chapter 3, The Great Divide. I woke up with a ringing in my ears and a bright light flashing in my eyes. Wait, it wasn't a flashing. It was more of a constant thrumming in my eyes as well as my ears. I reached over to my phone to have something of mine that I kept close so I could regain a hold onto what just happened, but I couldn't feel anything. I could only hear and see that fluctuating bright light, and I was starting to get annoyed. And then I became very calm. My senses became aware, and I could smell different aromas. Yeah, I could not smell at all. I could feel everything around me. Yeah, I could not feel it all. My hearing was impeccable, but I had always had trouble with my hearing. My breath was smooth, yet I was not breathing. My eyes started to focus on the bright light, and all clarity became known to me. I was dead. There's my excerpt. Out of
You're
Exodus
dead.
B. Yeah! You have to read
Oh,
about it,
wow.
though. I can't talk about it more.
Okay.
I have issues because, like, I don't want to give away a lot of my book. So when people ask about my book, I'm like, well, I can talk about it, but, like, I'm kind of like, I don't want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it.
Dude,
Oh,
like,
we're gonna get you to talk about it.
Well, here's the thing. When anybody asks me about my books, I say read my synopsis because I spent a ridiculous amount of time on my synopsis because I was like, I have to write this so that I don't give away any of the book, but I want people to know what the book is about, which I assume is something that authors have an issue with. But I spent a ridiculous amount of time on it, and it's like maybe like 6 sentences.
You know,
But
you
I
have
did
to figure out-
want to come on here, and I did want to read like a super short like synopsis, like super short like paragraph, because I'm not trying to get people to buy my book. That's not who I
But
am.
you're proud of it?
It's actually really hard to get me to talk about my books. Honestly, I went a whole entire year. I forgot I wrote 3 books. That's how short my memory is. Okay. So Paya was like the other day, he was like, "You've written 3 books." And I was like, "Did I?" That's odd because I don't remember. But then I remembered and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I did do that." And I'm in the middle of writing 2 more books, and they'll be out at some point. So
I forget that I write a lot of the time too. It's fine.
right, isn't it weird? Because you spend so long on something, and it's like months later, you're like, was I doing something? Did I do something that was important? And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I did that.
That's fair.
I don't know. Awkward. Sorry.
That's awesome.
Look, I'm getting ready to tell you something. You know, I have books published. You know, I have never read an excerpt out of any of my books anywhere. And I did a podcast with Raz and Jay for like 3 years. Never once have I read any of my books anywhere. So no, I get that.
Really? Okay. I thought I was weird about it because,
You gotta
It's
figure out how
just-
to bring back the excitement.
well, it's one of those things where it's like you did something, and then you're like, well, I don't want to gloat. I don't want to I don't want to force people to buy stuff. I don't want people to think that they have to buy stuff. And so you write it and then you just publish it, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, if you come across it, that's totally fine. But if you don't, that's fine too.
And like when we were doing Twisted Geekdom, all three of us had released books, but we didn't read any of we didn't promote our own stuff, if that makes sense. But
No.
we had other people on that we promoted, like Mark Tufo and all them. Sean Renette, we had all them come on and we're talking about the stuff that they do. We never promoted our own.
Well, you know, and I don't think it's about promoting. It's just like, hey, I may or may not have written this, but it sounds really good. So, like, do you want to hear it? That's what I think of stuff, you know.
Oh, I had a complete, total, utter meltdown this week. So I completely get it. Like, I was trying to do something that I don't normally do. And like halfway through it, I was like, I think I've broken my brain, guys.
I did.
Hi.
I thought you went to bed.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed.
Love you.
Love you. Go to bed.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Love you. Sorry.
You guys,
I'm not sorry.
you guys saw the chat. I was losing my fucking mind. Like, no. This is what
I
happens.
promise to read it.
Yeah, this is what happens when you go a long period of time without writing anything, and then the first thing that you start writing is something you have never written before. Bad juju. Bad juju.
Well, I'll tell you. I made something, and apparently it wasn't to be brought into light because the computer it was on went kapooski, and the zip drive disappeared. The 3 copies of it, no one can find them. So it wasn't meant to come out anytime soon. But it's all in my mind. Every last detail, every stone the character walked across, the feeling of the gravel. Everything is there.
The smell of
And
the truck exhaust.
The smell of the truck exhaust, the taste of the food, everything is there.
So I'm gonna be honest. Like, I went back and started reading the stuff that I released. Is it bad when you're reading your own stuff going, oh shit, I forgot I did that?
No.
Like, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah.
No. I mean, I've never had a book. It's never been done. It's never been out there where anybody could look at it. There's nothing. And the thing is, it was the biggest joke.
Dad.
It was absolutely the biggest joke because, you know, I'm a person that has problems reading. I have problems writing. Oh my gosh. Anybody ever wanted to see my chicken scratch? Friday's got something I just sent to her, and it is chicken scratch. I mean, if you want to look at that picture and see what kind of chicken scratch it is, it's, if you don't recognize handwriting like that,
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry. Oh, you're going to pull it up too, aren't you? So for me to write
I showed them your
something,
chicken scratch.
yeah, for someone to write it and this and that, I had to do it on a computer. And then I was doing it on a filing system that wasn't correcting errors. It wasn't this and that. I wrote the entire thing as one giant paragraph. Do you know how hard it is to read something that is not broken down?
Yes.
So here I was just going, hey, it looks good, right? But the thing was, there is so much sensation.
Any new hunters?
I don't know if we have new hunters this year. We'll find out really fast.
I'll be there in
I don't know
spirit.
about the character thing.
There. we have so many new things coming up on our field. It's going to be amazing. It's supposed to get 50% bigger. And if it gets 50% bigger, we have a so everybody's seen Monty, right? Monty Mothman. There's my
Yes.
chicken scratch. Isn't that great?
This is what his
Look at
handwriting
that.
looks like.
Yeah.
That is not bad at all, though.
It's horrible.
I've seen worse.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's actually legible.
Well, that's good. I also when I was writing Feb, F-E-B, the entire time on this one paper, I come to realize it was Fed, F-E-D, because my dyslexia kicked in and turned it from a B to a D really quick. But the people that made Monty here, they are coming up to my haunt, and Wicked Effects is going to help design one of my scenes. That is what they would like to do to help us. So I have to get the new area built, and then they're going to create a new scene. And that is just going to be amazing because I've never had anybody want to come to my haunt and build a new scene. And I don't know if they're going to make the cryptid research scene, or if they are going to make a mushroom zombie area. Well, either one is absolutely acceptable. I can't wait to see what this year brings.
I will always vote for zombies. Just so we're clear.
I'm all for Bigfoot because I've seen him.
Well, yeah,
Awesome.
he lives with you.
We need a video of that story sent to us.
Well,
Video,
I
what
can
story?
send it. I didn't get an image of him, but I got a whole story about it.
Oh, her story of Bigfoot or Tim's video,
Oh no, Bigfoot. We both seen him.
right? But no, if you're looking, were you asking a video of going through our haunt?
No, well, I need to see if you guys have anything up on YouTube of walkthroughs of your haunt.
Nope.
Nobody's done a walkthrough?
Well, I take that back. Max did one. And when Max did it, we went after his mother, and it was on an industry night, and it wasn't like a really, really big night. We actually have a skid tunnel that I created not last year, but the year before. In 22, I created a skid tunnel, and this skid tunnel was amazing because it kind of looks like in the dark, like a mine shaft that you're walking through the entire design of it. So we got little candle or little flickering lights in this and that.
I was misspelling your last name, Mariah. I'm sorry.
Tell Dad. Tell.
You got skid
Tam.
tunnel and the thing
Did
in
you-
the haunt?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do have a skid tunnel. Man, that's gonna be really hard to find. What Max did, he did it 2 years ago. Max has always been a wonderful person to have, and I'm glad he's the president of the OHA. And running joke is that I'm going to run for president. I don't think everybody would follow me as much as they follow Max, so it'd be really funny just to have a whole campaign. We don't know if that'll ever become a thing, but yeah, I just there's so many things that the haunt industry has done for me, and honestly, I don't know if I would be sitting in this chair or sitting here or having kids or anything if it wasn't the haunt industry jumping in and taking me in and saying, hey, you're one of us. Which, I'm glad that we actually
is
have
awesome.
this wonderful. I'm glad that we have this thing at the bottom that scrolls across the bottom, and it talks about the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. But the haunt industry was what did that for me. Excuse me. Haunt industry saved me. It grabbed me and said, hey, welcome to the family. And then I went through the situation of having a son, and me and his mom couldn't make it work.
He's gonna
That was really quick.
try to come play once. Hashtag chainers.
Yeah.
Carl loves chainers.
And one of the biggest things is, well, tell your mom I said hi too. Yeah.
Ooh, the Christmas walkthrough.
Yeah, they did. There was a Christmas walkthrough that went through Carnage, and when I was at Carnage, it caught me. The audio is just not the best for my character. Is more of a person that gets right in your face and talks to you. If you're not right there, it is hard to pick up exactly what I'm saying. And I know that's the design of my mask. But I do love my character. He can be very, very wonderful and horrible and terrible, and he carries 2 urns with him constantly. Oh, we lost somebody.
Morgan disappeared.
But Carl, that's not the first time I've ever heard somebody say that. There's been multiple times people just absolutely get out of my way when I'm in my character, just because the way I come through, and you can feel the vibe off of my character. Oh, you're back too.
I had to fix something.
Was it a squirrel on a plate?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't bring the squirrels inside anymore. They get into so many things.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I mean, Lockington took me in, went from Lockington to a mobile haunted woods that they would set up everything one day, haunt that night, and then as soon as it got done, I made a girl faint this year. I seriously did. She went out, and her boyfriend had to pick her up, bring her to the front, and he's like right in her face trying to get her to, hey, focus on me. And I told him, I said, just giving you a heads up, you might want to back away, because if she wakes up from this whole situation, she's going to focus on you, and she might think it's me, and she might scream in your face and pass right back out. And as much as I would love to watch that again, but yeah, I've done some wonderful and horrible and terrible things as that character. I just love him. I can't say enough about my character. He absolutely Friday, have I ever sent you a picture of who we call Grandpa?
No.
Okay. So Grandpa is the green urn, and he is made up of black ash, white or black ash, or black sand, gray sand, and white ash. And when I go and I have him, I will just open up the top and pour a little in my hand and then pour in everybody's hand and ask them if they'll take Grandpa fishing. And that's usually enough that people want to stay away from me.
You want to send a picture?
I can send a picture to you. How about I send you two?
How's your project going, Tish? You're still on mute.
Somebody was reading. I had to put it on mute.
Yeah, we were asking
I'm
how
still
you were
looking for
doing.
stickers. Still looking for stickers.
Oh, okay. Does it look pretty now?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Okay.
And I haven't even decided what I'm writing in the boxes yet. It's probably as far as I'm going to get tonight.
Okay. Hey, that works. You've gotten started.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know I was doing this, and then I'm in this room, and they're like, "This is what we're doing." I'm like, "Okay." And then I started drawing, and
Okay.
I went, "Okay." So now I have kind of a design.
We finally get to know what Grandpa looks like. I am so happy.
I did send the last photo to you.
Okay.
Because one is a picture of the urn that's called Grandpa. One is a picture of the sand that is in it. And then the last one I sent you is a fun photo.
Okay.
Because I still haven't figured out.
I'm working on it.
Oh, no. You know your process better than I do.
Yes, I'm just downloading them and uploading them because I didn't realize you'd sent me another one until it went ding.
Oh.
Okay, so.
Brain immediately went, "Ding, fries are done."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would.
That's an age test, isn't it?
Fries are done. Ding, fries are
Ding,
done.
fries are done.
Yep.
I work at Burger King making people Whoppers. Would you like a fry with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done.
Okay, I'm probably putting it away for tonight, but I'll show you what I did in a minute.
So that is
Okay, when
right
you get
there
ready, I'll
is
bring you up.
what Grandpa looks like.
I still want
And
that.
it's just sand, correct?
What's that?
It's just sand?
That is sand. That is black sand, white or black sand, gray sand, and white ash.
It's not actually a decedent's ashes. And then this is
That's what I'm
a fun
checking.
picture. No, he doesn't really give Santa away. He does not really give Grandpa away.
I figured as much. I was just double checking.
He's not that mean.
I've never been to a haunt.
I
Oh,
don't even know.
Tish, you want me to bring it to you?
He's in Canada.
That doesn't mean I can't bring it to her.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I am friends with Raz, and he's been doing this for years. I still have never been to one.
So
I'm not alone.
I looked at Raz and I asked him, I said, Raz, you've been doing this for a while. He goes, yeah. I said, has anybody ever acted like they were just handing out cremains? And he goes, no. And you do it so well. And it's hilarious because when I go down to Hell's Dungeon, it's great up till the point that you have so many people, and I mean so many people, that are absolutely, they have so much Grandpa on the floor that the owner looked at me and goes, what is this I'm slipping on? And somebody goes, oh, it's Grandpa. And he goes, you went through that much Grandpa? I said, I did. And he goes, what are you doing? I said, just giving them Grandpa. And that was great because then we got to the point that we were not just giving Grandpa out. There was some characters that was actually snorting Grandpa.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were taking it, and they're like, "Oh yeah." And Raz's future son-in-law snorted. Grandpa got a small amount of him stuck in his sinus cavity. He went running out, hacking, coughing. Finally got it out, puked, and said that was a bad decision. Went back in, and they're like, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Yeah, don't snort, Grandpa." Raz's daughter ate Grandpa.
That does
I
not
said,
surprise
"Would
me.
you like some?" And she goes, "Yeah." Yeah, it kind of tastes a little rough. I said, "He's supposed to go in chili." And she's like, "I wouldn't even put down anything." She goes, "Your grandpa don't taste right." Another one was taking it and stuffing it in her mask, and then she would go up to people and go, "Puff," and it would go. Phew. And they're like, "What is that?" And she goes, "It was Grandpa, and he was good." So they were actually playing with the whole Grandpa idea too. And then one was warning people, "Don't snort him, don't do this, don't do that." And he's like, "Can I have a little Grandpa?" And he was going up to people and go, "But Grandpa's great for your hair conditioner."
Wow.
You
Yeah,
never
they've
been to
never
a haunt.
No. I've been to a
You-
haunted house.
She's been to a spiritual house, not one that we've had to put with screws, bolts, and nails.
I just
No,
realized
I've
my
been
other
to like
Stitch
a
Queen.
scary haunted house thing.
What's that?
I've been to a scary haunted house, but just a Halloween.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you walk through and people jump out and scare you. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
they're
I've
talking
been to one then.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not called a haunt. It's called a haunted house here.
Nope. Still never been.
That's
Never
See,
fine.
been
to
one.
us, a haunted house can be the industry, but usually when you say this is a haunted house, they feel like this is a house that is haunted.
No.
Us, if we say we have a field of screams, this is a haunt.
Yeah.
That,
So I've been to one, just not big.
Morgan.
So I'm gonna chime in. I've been to Pyle's haunt, but I sat at the bonfire the whole entire time because I don't.
No. You've been to Sydney's.
Okay, I'm sorry. This was before. I've been to Sydney's haunted trail. But it was before. Where is it now? Is it in Watkins now?
Sydney Haunt Woods is still in Sydney, Ohio.
Well,
Chainer's
the one that you did.
Chainer's Field of Screams is in Watkins,
Okay.
which is
The one that I went to, Pyle was at. I've known Pyle for a long time, but I just sat at the bonfire because I lived in a haunted house for 25 years and I was not going to continue it. So when I had met Pyle, I was like, well, I'm not going to go through it because I don't like to be scared, but I'll sit at your bonfire. But I lived behind a house. My side yard was the local cemetery for 25 years.
Mm.
And it dated back all the way to 1882. And so I had plenty of scares. I had plenty of demons, and I don't want to be scared anymore. So Pyle knows I just had the bonfire, and I was like, hey, well, I will just wait, and then I'll talk to you when I talk to you.
I also remember going over to Morgan's one time and it was slick and I didn't realize how slick it was. So when I would start turning from a state route onto the property, my tires kept on going closer and closer to the cemetery. And as it was going closer and closer, I thought, man, I'm going to take out this tombstone here. It's going to become a parking block really quick. I got stopped before it got that far. But when we say neighbors,
once you have the orange plastic tape, everything's fine because, you can stop once the plastic tape is up.
It was one of those situations that I couldn't tell where there was a property line because the tombstones were right there, and honestly, if I'm right about this, I think that there was a property stone right beside a tombstone.
Okay, first of all, there were 95 tombstones. And then there was a historical marker that we fought for like 20 years for. And we finally got it. So it was technically a historical marker. It was not a tombstone.
That's terrible because that becomes a historical landmark, which means that if I would have took one of those out by accident, that fine would have been stupid for me to try getting the resurrected of the stone.
Yeah.
Good night. I hope you get well soon.
Good night.
Carl, I'm surprised you're still here. You need to go take care of yourself. By the way, Raven wasn't at school either. Good thing is y'all ain't got school tomorrow, and then you ain't got school on Monday.
No school tomorrow?
No, they ain't got school tomorrow. The reason they ain't got school tomorrow is because it is teachers in service and parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, okay.
Which makes it really nice that I could talk to Raven's teacher tonight because they are expecting possibly bad weather. It's supposed to rain and then go from rain into ice.
Mike,
Yeah,
now,
the other question is,
getting more.
Is it Raven from Teen Titans?
No, it is Raven because I need a good R name. Because her name is Raven Ivy Pence, and I need the greatest initials in the world.
R.I.P.
Yeah, all of that. So you were talking about Grandpa earlier, and I have a story about my dad.
Okay.
Still alive.
Yay.
He was here staying over for a visit, and Mom too. And we were having coffee, and they're about to hit the road to drive back to Ontario. I live in New Brunswick. It's about 18 hours for them to drive home to where they live now. And we were getting the coffee going in the morning. And I like trying different things. I try different flavored coffees. I review them sometimes on my Facebook. So I had some Bob Marley coffee. And Dad saw one, and I think it's at Spice It Up or something like that. So he says he's going to try it. He's had coffee in work camps. He's had coffee all over Canada and all over the United States. And he's never run into a cup of coffee he couldn't drink before. So he makes this coffee in the Keurig. And he dresses it up. And he takes one sip and he spits it out and pours it down the sink and says, tastes like Bob.
Wow.
He did not like it.
Wow.
And he's had swill, he says. And another time, someone caught on to how much he likes pepper and everything. So she put pepper in his coffee. Next morning, he shows up. He says, I don't know what you did with the coffee yesterday, but I hope you can do it again today. It was really good. He wasn't going to let her get the best of him.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That
we
is
all
hilarious.
choked when he spit out the coffee. It was so funny. Because we were warning him, you might
What
not
is
like
your
that.
favorite?
My favorite? I drink the All Nighter by Freddie Bean Roasters most frequently. But
Yes.
for flavored coffee, it's Crazy Cups, Bananas, Foster Flambe, because it smells
That
just as good as it tastes.
What
In
is the
answer to
me
Pile.
too?
Me too. It's an answer to this.
By the
So
way,
here's an update.
every single thing I have ever done or I have my face
Okay,
on or
hold on a
name
second.
tied to.
You disappeared.
I know.
I can't see. I see your background.
Wow, look at those rocks. Oh, okay.
That is so
And what-
cool.
And what is that?
It's my bullet journal. It's a vision board template I'm making.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was they want to do a prayer vision board tonight. So I showed up and I was just one of 3 people there. They needed people in the room, obviously. So that's kind of why I showed up, just to make sure there's enough people. And so do you know what my inspiration is when I started doing this? Do you know what it's actually supposed to look like?
What's that?
Picture frames?
Stained glass window.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. I love that.
I was at the cross between picture frames and the Brady Bunch,
It's going to
and
be
possibly
That was the
possibly
idea
stained
of
glass.
my owl. This way. Okay, it's this way. The owl up there, that's what Dell made me, a stained glass owl. That is how much I love yours.
Ah.
That is so cool. I never thought about doing that. Tish teaches me so many awesome things. That is why I love having Tish.
I am so. You know what? Friday, I am supposed to go with one of my friends here in a couple weeks. We're going to go out to eat.
Mhm.
And now that I am part of the Allight Network, and I thank you guys very much for this, I am going to take pictures all over this restaurant we're going to.
Awesome.
Can you tell me what the restaurant is? Want to take a guess?
No.
Ponderosa.
No, that's Saturday. That's Saturday. You leave the Ponderosa out of this. No, he called me up and he goes, "Hey, I'm coming to Dayton to visit you and do some stuff." I said, "Okay." And he goes, "Want to go to Hooters?" And that's when you sent the whole thing about, "Hey, this is the Gateway Instant tonight." And I thought it was funny because I was like, Hooters Allight Network. Huh, that's funny. Look at her
That is
face.
hilarious. They
Tish
have
has enjoyed
great
that.
snow crab legs.
The owl changed when you said that.
Did it? What did it change to?
It's not the stained glass anymore.
Well,
Oh, no,
I changed
no,
it
no.
back to the actual show owl for this show,
Okay.
but I wanted to show you that my owl is a stained glass owl because Dell is just that awesome.
It's late.
Yes.
If
it's
it makes you feel better.
11, 12, 1 o'clock there? 1:18?
Almost 12:30, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if it makes you feel better, as soon as we start this entire show, I pointed out, I was like, so are we doing the Tomb of the Terrible? And she goes, no. I said, we didn't do Padded Cell. And she goes, what? And she had to play the Padded Cell just to start. It was like, there we go. That
Did I
looks
miss-
better.
Okay, you want to know how I woke up this morning? I woke up with a spider in my nose and it bit me. And then I finally got it out on my pillow. And then I threw my pillow across the room to get it away from me. Do you have any idea how disconcerting it is to have a spider bite on the inside of your nose?
I never want to know.
So I just,
I did not know I had that nightmare. New nightmare unlocked.
how's your house not burnt to the ground?
I had children inside of it. I didn't want to kill them.
No, that's when you grab all the women
That
and
is-
children and run out of gasoline. I'm not saying I'm afraid of spiders. That's exactly what my wife would do. She'd be like, I don't know how the fire started, but 911, what's your emergency? There was a spider. That's exactly how it'd be. She'd be like, there was a spider.
That is
Hence
the first
on
time.
was.
I woke up with one on my forehead. I woke up with one on my mouth. I've never woke up with one on my nose.
I'm glad I don't live in
gosh.
Texas suddenly.
Dude, I live in the middle of nowhere.
Like, they have spiders
I hope
here.
you have the best show ever of all time. People, Brill Pro, go watch his stuff. Great accents. He has great wrestling shows. He loves to talk about movies and different games and stuff. He is awesome. Please go check out Brill Pro. That is not how the commercial is supposed to go, but that is how I see it. So yeah. As for Tish, she will help you with your ADHD cleaning, and she has awesome books to read. Mariah has wonderful landscapes to go around and read. I'm going to post her books later, now that I finally found them. And besides, it's Lynde. I haven't got the chance to read them. I've just found about them relatively recently, and I'm trying to get through my ARC readers. And Psycho Stitch is known as Morgan Plants on Amazon as well. She has books.
PLANTZ.
Yes. It took me a little while to get the Z part.
I got books. I got books everywhere. They're available anywhere online where books are sold.
I have links. I will post more links. And then,
They're-
of course, you have to go to Chainer's Field of Screams. And you also have to go to Hell's Dungeons. Please go to Hell's Dungeon.
If we want to go to all the haunts I'm at, it's Lafayette's Haunted Town Hall, Hell's Dungeon, Carnage Haunted House, and Chainer's Field of Screams, which I own, and I have a wonderful Go to sleep already!
Take some NyQuil.
Carl!
NyQuil is good for you. When you were...
Carl!
Wait a minute. Which one is your favorite book that you wrote, Tish?
Which one is my favorite?
That you wrote.
I'm supposed to pick?
Yes. I was going to ask Mariah and Stitch the same thing. Which one is your favorite that you wrote?
You see, that's hard for me because, like, I've written two very, very different types of books, and I have moments from each. Because, like, you know, there's fantasy and then there's zombies, and those are two really separate things.
Yeah, they are. The fact that you went both ways is awesome.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, as far as overall favorite, because it's the one that got me started, it'd be Dark Fury. But, you know, if we're going, you know, favorite of the ones I have in different genres, Dark Fury and the Avalon series, and I had a ball writing Contingency, which is the zombie book. So,
I don't know if I've written it yet.
Okay.
I think it's going to be my fantasy trilogy.
I can't wait to read that.
I'm over 11,000 words in.
That's awesome.
That is so cool.
As a person that really, really has problems reading, that sounds like a lot of words.
Well, 50,000 is your standard novel size. So my goal is to write 150,000 to 200,000 words and then separate it into my 3 books.
I got a question for you guys. Since I'm the wonderful person here that has such
Good
a
night,
problem.
Brandon.
Good night, Brandon. Why are these people still up? No, I'm good. Thanks for coming.
But I had an answer. I'll tell you after you get done.
Okay. What do you guys consider the best way to get books that are read? Is it books on tape still? Is it through one of the companies that read books, or is it something that you can buy and download onto a computer or a app? Because honestly, I have like several different ways that are very, very great at reading stuff. And actually, I could take a picture of this bottom screen and it would read this entire thing to me.
I do Audible, audiobooks.com, and I do Kindle. Yes, Stitch.
I do Spotify. Spotify has a lot of audiobooks for free. They're on the free library. I'm currently on book number 2 of The Princess of Mars. The Princess of Mars.
Oh, that is great.
Yes. Thank you.
I've read the
I've
whole
never
entire
met anybody
series.
else that's read it.
I love them.
I'm rereading the books, but I'm like, I write and I write and I write and I write my own books, but it's like when I go to read, I'm supposed to have glasses, but it's so difficult around here to get into an optometrist that I am just like, I don't know, I'm like legally blind at this point. But so I'm like, well, I need something that I need something to like, you know, read to me, but that I can follow along with. So I'll buy the book, but then I need someone to read it to me because I can't see the fucking words. So I like, right now I like Spotify because Spotify is it's reading to me. His name is Colin Holbrook. He's the one that's reading the Princess
Edgar
of Mars
Rice Burroughs.
series. Yeah, he's the one that's reading to me, and it's like I absolutely love it because I can follow in the book, and then he's reading out loud to me. So I'm like reading in my head, but I'm also hearing him read to me, and I love it. So I'll be like doing my dishes, and I'll have my book out, but then I'll also have my audiobook out, and that's my big thing right now is I can read at the same time that I'm hearing him. Because anytime, like even when I watch TV, I have to have my subtitles on. I'm like, you know what? If I don't have my subtitles, I can't hear. And the way that the audiobooks work is they'll read to me while I'm reading also. So I enjoy that part. So if you've got a book on Spotify, so far, I know there's plenty of places that have different places that read to you and different audiobooks, but as of right now, I like Spotify.
What about you, Tish?
I like paperbacks.
Paperbacks are good.
Hardcover books are heavier.
True.
I prefer paperbacks for reading, but I have some hardcovers. I haven't got Audible. I will look into Spotify though now.
Well, it's
Spotify is
so far
great.
the ones I've read, it's free, so that's why.
Do you have a paid Spotify? Does that matter?
No.
I do. I don't have a paid Spotify, and I still read books. So
Okay.
there is Libro. Let's see. I can tell you what it's from a open.
I'd listen to the same book she's listening to on audiobooks.com as well. So that's an option.
There was a place I heard about this week that had all the open source books and they had people reading them.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what it was.
This is a LibriVox public domain.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, they read a lot of books out loud. That's what I like to listen to because I like to listen to the classics. So.
What about you, Mariah?
So nobody judge me.
Not
in any way I can get said book, like I don't care. Hardcover, paperback, Kindle, I don't care. If it is a book, I will read it. It doesn't matter. So I'm kind of, I guess I'm the strange one because most people either prefer digital or touch, and I'm just like, I don't care. Is it words? Are they in a line? Do they tell a story? I want it.
Way.
I find I forget about books in my Kindle
The
because I use it on my computer to read, and I'm usually working on my computer, so I don't even remember to go look there when I want to read something.
the thing that Raz sent, that whole file, I read that off of this system.
What
And
system are you using?
Speechify. It's Speechify.
Speechify.
Oh well, that's why I can't read, because I said speechy. But yeah, it's nice because I can, any page I want to read, I put it in there, take a photo of it, it scans it, and it goes and it reads it. Boom, 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 boom. Gives all the information and everything. And so far, it's been nice to have. I had one that it ran for a while, and then all of a sudden, when you went to go get into the app said it was no longer available. So I was like, well, that kind of kicks me in the butt because I don't have this. I like books. I like stories. I love everything, but comprehension is just not there for me figuring out what all the words are. Speech to text is my best friend and my mortal enemy, because anybody that knows you going down the road, when I said something about I was pretty happy for being a foodie, and I can't wait to get some things to eat. My friend got the text message that now I am not afraid to be a booty, and I can't wait to get something to eat. My friend sent me a message to me and said, and I was so confused, are we eating shit? I said, I hope not. And then she responds, I'm pretty sure you have shit coming out of your mouth. I said, what? And she goes, go back to your text and look at it. And I said, foodie. 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 Why can you not spell foodie? Oh, look, it's correct now. So the message went through. Booty. 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 Why can you not say foodie? Oh, wait, it worked now. Me being a truck driver, I will press a button. It goes, bleep, and you say, send a text message. I could send a text message to Friday. And it just depends on what the Wi-Fi, or no, it just depends how the signal's going and if the headset is pretty well charged. If it's almost kind of dead and it's already giving you warnings, you just shut it off and say, nope, it ain't going to work, because I'll tell you what, you get some of the worst messages in the world. Or you have a friend that knows what you're doing and goes and starts yelling things right beside you, and it picks their stuff up along with my stuff. The next thing you know, hey, I was wondering what we were going to have for dinner. A bag of dicks sounds pretty good. I don't know where we're going to get dinner from. You choose. But the local strip club is not out of it. Sent the message because it said, are you happy with your message? Sure. Whatever the message was, it can't get any worse, right? Send it. Then my buddy realized. Then my buddy told me, hey, you need to remonitor your headset. So I got a different one. And now it reads the message to me. So I know when it says booty. I know when it says this and that, but just because I went through and made a heck of a text message, I'm going to send it, no matter what it says, because I don't want to redo it. Could it get better? Absolutely. Because my buddy gets once in a while a text message that says, "Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, you don't know what you do to me. Oh baby, because it reads it back. And it's nice to have reinsurance on myself. Do I have self-esteem issues? Not with my headset. She's never told me no because I've never told her no. There you go, Trish. How's that?
Trish?
When I said Trish, it's Tish. I'm sorry. Where's the R? As soon as I said Trish, I looked, I was like, nope, that's Tish.
Okay, I got 2 Patricias. One's a Tish and one's a Patty. Both of them are some of the best things that ever happened to me. So she's the Tish.
And there used to be a show called The Tick.
Yeah, Raz loves that.
We were just talking about that last week, weren't we?
Earthworm Jim.
Friday, are you okay?
I was laughing so hard I was crying, okay?
I'm sorry.
I just can't wait for someone else to invite me onto one of their shows, and then this has to go there, and they got to deal with this.
Oh, yeah, the answer I wanted to give earlier, catching a friend that's in the Darkness Screams Howling Deep is my favorite story I've written.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody anywhere has read it outside of 3 people.
Where is it? Oh, dear.
To my
The
audience. Yeah, I know.
Fake Horror
In one of theirs?
anthology. Yeah. The Darkness
Hopefully it's
Screams
not
Howling
on a
Deep.
zip drive. Hopefully it's not on a zip drive and on a computer that the computer's going to go, and you can't get nothing off of it. And hopefully the zip drive can be found, because
Well,
it's not a good feeling.
I have a physical copy. It's the first thing I ever had published, so I got a physical copy of it, okay?
Oh, yeah. My dad's got physical copies of any books that I've written stories in. I don't know if they read the whole book in the anthologies, because there's quite a variety in those.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my grandpa used to be a poet, and he would make poems. And my aunt got a copy of all his poems and made it into a book and promised that book would be published and everybody in the family would get a copy. The publisher somehow lost it. She lost it. Everything was lost. And Grandpa made the comment. He's like, well, there's only one person that knows where all these stories are and how they all go. And my aunt goes, well, it was you, right? And Grandpa goes, nope, I don't remember half of that crap. And he goes, well, who's the one? Grandpa used to get drunker than crap, and he would sit down in the basement remembering those, and he would tell me, found a little fishy down at the fishing hole. I found him on the end of my fishing pole. He was cold and lonesome and hungry just like me, so I came and took him home to share his company. I took him out of the water a little more each day until he could breathe air and we could run and play. By golly, we were going to have the best of times. Until he looked at me and said, I need another fishy for a friend. Well, I knew I couldn't change what needed to be, and he should sit back to that hole where I found him and start a family. Well, when we sat back and walked across the dock, he slipped off the dock and the little sucker drowned. Well, I told Grandpa, I said, you know what? That's the closest I can remember all these years. He goes, well, you got the good and the best part about this. The thing is, if you learn how to swim remember, you're still walking on water. If you go and you live and breathe air, don't forget to breathe water. I looked at him. I said, "Were you totally drunk when you made that?" He goes, "Yep." His whole philosophy is, when you turn 50, you don't have to grow up. So if you can shoot for that age and you go and you celebrate the 50th year of your life, look at everybody else and tell them, I still got toys and I'm not growing up.
Hey, so speaking
But-
of that, check out Tim's desk. He's got toys. He's 44. You see how that?
6 more years, buddy. 6 more years.
It's all Star Wars. It's all Star. Hey, Pyle, check this out. Look at his. Hold on. Lift your leg up. Look at his pajama pants. Look at his
Love
pajama
them.
pants. Can you see it?
Yes.
The smiley
They're
faces
all
or what?
smiley faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. See. 6 more years, Timothy.
I has toys.
I got toys too, but I don't show them.
Well, I have like 2 things left from my video games that I don't want to ever get rid of.
Oh yeah.
Your Halo sword.
And
Yes,
the Halo
and
gun
the-
she's got right there.
And the
Actually,
gun.
this is from not Halo, but Gears of
That's
War.
not a spiker.
Timothy, I need you to talk. I gotta
Could be.
go. Where you at? Here we go. Timothy's taking over here.
Could be the spiker. I don't know. I can't remember which of the 2 games I got
it
it
doesn't
from.
look like the spiker.
No, I was pretty sure I got it from Gears of War.
That looks more like a Gears of War now. I'm looking at, because the spiker, the quiller actually has like quills. We're just seeing the spikes in. I'm like, oh, look at there. Now,
Is that a
Tim, you
Say
no,
what?
No, that's not. Never mind. I can't really see.
that's
it
why-
just it's glitching out.
Hold on. 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Okay, that's better. I can see it now.
I can see clearly now. That's not Halo.
So
Oh,
what
it's
were
a
you gonna say?
chainsaw. It's a chainsaw on the bottom of that thing.
That's
So what's
Okay.
that from? Is that from Duke Nukem?
No.
That's Gears of War.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
Gears
sure
of
it's
War.
my Gears of War gun. And this is the Halo one.
Oh, sweet.
When I was in my 20s, I could use my money stupidly, so I used my money stupidly a couple of times.
That happens a lot.
I used my money stupidly, and I bought a creeper van.
That's
And
you can use that for work.
I do. I transport all the little children, and I put free candy on the side, just so somebody will call and they'll come to visit me and they'll check on my well-being.
So do you happen to get any 40-year-old adults running after your man?
Coming after me, 40-year-old?
Yeah, coming after your van for some candy. No, just little kids.
Tim's got diabetes. He'll come after your van.
I still like candy.
Hey Tim, I got some popsicles down in the basement.
Popsicles are good.
You love popsicles.
Popsicles, ice cream.
Hey Tim, guess where I am? Down in the basement.
Where are you? You're in the freezer, probably. You sound like that old man on Family Guy. That's always after Chris.
Hey Tim, bring your sweet ass over here.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tish.
I'm falling asleep.
Okay,
Oh,
you
so
have a
it's not
wonderful night.
boredom.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for teaching us about how to make pretty storyboard.
Tish,
You're welcome. Catch y'all next time.
the bottom right.
Yay, we can't wait. Bye.
Bye, Tish.
I just
Bye. You love our
Okay, I
Tish.
Say this and
Now
go
there's
down.
4.
Okay.
Figure out where I'm going.
Oh my gosh.
What? Oh, by the way, hi Raz. I know you're watching. I can see your thing.
Oh, that's bump. Hey, can I tell a story?
Sure.
Oh no.
Okay.
Can you?
Well, Pa, I told you what I was gonna say.
Well, yeah, and you never did.
Well, I don't know what I can say and what I can't say. Okay.
I
'Cause
told
this-
you the only
I
two
like
things that you could not bring up.
Well, I'm awkward. Okay.
She wanted me
So,
to
I
go,
know-
hey, I heard that you know a good story.
Well, I was kind of like hitting at it. Hey, ask me about a story. Okay. Okay. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's not how it works.
No.
What's not how it works?
If you got a story, you say a story.
There is no hinting
You-
at,
you don't
hey, tell
ask-
me how it works with autistic people. Just say, hey, I got a story.
Yeah.
And 9
no,
times
he'll
out of
just start
10, I'm going to be like, yeah, I want to hear a story.
start talking. Okay. Y'all like scary shit, yeah? You like scary
That's
shit?
my
Maybe.
entire life, man. That's my life. I hang out with haunters and I read horror stories and romance books and
Okay,
random
well,
science fiction things.
Okay.
So tell us the
I was
story.
talking about how I grew up in a cemetery.
Yes.
So one of the things that happened when I was alone in the house all the time. I would put my kids to bed, and I lived behind the cemetery, and there was this thing, and I don't know if you guys believe in stuff, and I know you like dark stuff, but I don't know if you
I
believe in it.
in ghosts. So tell me
Okay.
all about it.
Okay, so there's this presence that is there when you live. My house was it was a church. It was a 1-room church that was built into a house. And we've got like a brick. There's a brick building. The brick building was made into a second story. So my living room was always it was underground. Okay. So we've got the underground, which is my living room. And then the second story is technically the first story because the first story is the one that's above ground. So
Yeah.
there's this thing that lives inside of a cemetery. And I know a lot of people have never lived with a cemetery. Okay. So, there's this heavy feeling all the time. And, when I would go out to sleep, I would go out to sleep alone, and hovering over me would be this big giant, like black presence he would lean on top of my chest, and he would just press down, and I couldn't breathe. And I would try to fight, but it was like a paralysis dream, but it wasn't a dream because I was awake. Okay. So he's pressing down on my chest, and I'm like trying to fight him off, and he's not letting go. And this was like every night for 25 years, something would press down on my chest. Okay. So I had Tim, he gave me a bag of salt, and he gave me a silver coin because that's supposed to take away the badness, the evil spirits. Okay. So turning this story into a funny story is when I moved out, I took my silver coin because that silver coin was worth a lot of money. Okay. So I've got this like pure silver coin, and then I left the bag of salt. Well, when I moved out, my brother was like going through the house getting his stuff. And he was like, oh no, my phone died.
I think we've lost her momentarily.
I'm not going to say that. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but she looked like she was falling over at the second. I lifted my head, looked
Yes.
at it. I heard, "Oh no," and I didn't see this. I think Morgan fell on her side there.
Yes, just a little bit. And you have an awesome Star Wars collection, Mariah.
Yes.
Are you still here with us, Mariah?
She fell asleep too.
Hello? Mariah. Oh, well. Okay. Apparently, for those watching, I'll explain it when she gets back. There is a way to completely keep the spirits out of your house if you believe in them and they are bothering you. But that's a conversation for those who believe at a later point. Either way.
And if
So
you
tell
don't
me
believe,
about
it's nice to know.
Yes, tell me about this casket at your haunt that you keep beating on.
My casket?
You keep beating on a casket at your haunt. Is there a story behind it?
We actually have 2 caskets.
The silver
And
bluish one is the only one I keep seeing. I haven't went far back in the videos.
So the casket that are you talking about the pictures that you're seeing?
No, it was in a video at one point.
Okay. So did it have a flag on it?
I can't remember.
Was it in front of looked like a log cabin?
I didn't see one. I saw woods and I saw you.
Oh, when I shut down the field the one day. Yeah, okay. I know where you. So, we actually have 2 caskets and they're sad caskets.
Okay.
In the haunt industry.
Most are.
What's that?
Most are.
In the haunt industry, you have caskets, and then you have sad caskets, and then you have terrible caskets, and then you have a different type of casket altogether because it's absolutely just a casket. Oh, there we are. Just so.
Okay.
The last casket is the unforgivable casket.
Mm-hmm.
And some haunters will know this and some won't. I was told this by a couple different haunts, and other ones are like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Average size of a casket for an adult, around 6 feet plus. Okay. The caskets that we have, they get called sad caskets because they're the size of teenagers.
Oh, her internet went out.
Oh.
Mariah's internet went out. I don't know about. Okay, finish telling me about this.
Morgan's phone died.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Morgan's phone died.
Yeah. So we have sad caskets because it's sad because it's the size of teenagers. So they didn't fully get a proper life. Terrible caskets are kid caskets. And The last one is actually baby caskets.
Mhm.
And we actually got these caskets from a hunt that was in Union City, Indiana. And anybody that knows this haunt, anybody that's near Union City, Ohio, and Union City, Indiana, do you know what I'm talking about when I say Ohio and Indiana on this one?
Mhm.
Union City is like this. Right down the center is the Ohio State Indiana state line. So we actually went on the Indiana side to pick up these caskets, and we gave them $500 for everything that was in that haunt. And it came from Indiana. This haunt was a charity haunt. It took the money and donated to stuff every single year. So when we went to go get the casket, my dad called me up and said, "Hey, I know you're working, but this guy, he's got this casket. And he's got another one." I said, "We'll pick them both up." My dad talked to him and his wife, and it was $500 for everything. So we picked up everything for $500. Some of the stuff we've been able to use right off the bat, and some of the stuff not yet. But one of the things that we have is these two caskets, and one's got a animatronic in it that someone flips a switch and it pops up. And this haunt was called Arnold's Hell House. So anybody that knows that from Indiana, Chainer's Field of Screams bought it. Andrews or Arnold's Hell House made a post on their Facebook page, letting them know and letting everybody know a sad thing had happened, that they were moving and they sold all the stuff, but they could come over to the Ohio side and come over to Chainer's Field of Screams and Botkins and go to see all the props and this and that. One of the things that they actually had that I thought was really cool was they had a whole bunch of skulls.
Ooh.
And I thought it was awesome because these skulls, they're plastic skulls. And I kept on looking at this one and just thinking, man, this one looks something. Well, we found out there's like 3 or 4 of these skulls, and it's got a handprint on the skull. And I was like, why does that look familiar? These are actually skulls that are Five Finger Death Punch skulls. So if
That
you
is awesome.
like that type of music, we've actually got the plastic skulls that go with Five Finger Death Punch, which is pretty awesome. The caskets were awesome because it enabled us to make our cemetery a little nicer, where one of the skeletons actually pop up. Then we actually had a funeral design. The first thing that we put in the field was the casket, or the cabin. My bad. Cabin was the very first thing that we put in the field. And this year we were able to put the casket at the edge of the cabin, and we told everybody to pay your respects to Arnold. So as people were going through, that casket had a Indiana flag on it, and my dad played the grave keeper or the grave digger. And he actually did such a great performance this year that he actually got an award for his
Yay!
performance.
Congratulations, Dad.
Right. Dad said one of these times he'll actually sit down and watch a padded cell or something like that. This is different technology that he really doesn't know, and it's just not his
That's
thing.
okay. But please tell him we said hi either way.
Oh yeah. Dad is one of those fathers that I talk to him once in a while. I don't talk to him all the time, but we really found out how much my father does this year at the haunt, because when we had a whole situation of him needing a knee surgery and getting a new knee, he stepped it up and did everything that he possibly could. But there were so many things that usually got done that I couldn't figure out why it was not getting done. It wasn't getting done because he wasn't there as much to do the stuff. And when the Ohio Honors Association wanted to know who my top actor award was going to go to, I flat out said it was my dad, because there ain't nothing that, I could say about any of these other people this year other than my dad said he could have had the surgery in September. And he pushed it off till November just to make sure that he would be at the field. So kudos to my father for pushing himself. But 3 weekends into it, he just looked at it and he's like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what you were thinking either. But now I actually got the greatest news today from my mother about him.
Awesome.
My father has done a 100% zero on his knee. And if you don't know what I mean, your knee operates like this. Okay. This is how every knee is. It bends in, this and that.
Mhm.
To go, you have to go completely flat to make it a zero. And then you have to put in so much to bend it. And my dad was able to do a zero, and the staff that's been working with him has been absolutely amazing. So
That is awesome.
if you have to deal with my father and you're watching this at any point, and his name is Jerry, if you deal with my father, we as his family are very thankful for you having the patience with him, because he can be somewhat one of the most bullheaded people you'll ever meet.
Ours too. We love our Jerrys. We love our Jerrys
Yep.
a lot here. I didn't realize yours was Jerry too.
Yeah. My dad's name is Jerry.
You
Fun
and Josh
thing.
have that in common.
Fun thing. His middle name is Alan. Mine is Alan. Jaden's, which is my son, his middle name is Alan. So we're all Allens. My sister married a wonderful farmer. His first name is Alan. So when somebody screams Alan, all of us look at him and go, really? So family
I
things
know
are
that.
fun.
Josh's grandpa's first name is Howard. Jim's middle name is Howard, his brother. My maiden name is Howard. We get the general idea.
Morgan says thanks to everybody. Her phone died.
Please tell her we said thank her for coming. We want her to pick a Thursday.
Let me just be point blank with a lot of things. When you're a creator, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Friday. When you're a creator, you are the biggest judge, and you are the hardest judge on yourself.
Yes.
And you will look at it and you'll be like, well, this isn't what I'm envisioning, or it's not perfect, or it's not this and that. People will love your stuff. People love your stuff. But you will constantly always have that feeling. That one feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough.
But do you know what Friday is trying to do with that feeling of others?
What's that?
I'm trying to it down for so many of my friends so we can celebrate them.
Right.
Like it's beat it down. So and the easiest way I know how to celebrate our creators is to show people, hey, and talk to them and get others to hear about it. That is my goal with all of you.
Right. And that's one of the biggest things is don't punish yourself. Don't ever punish yourself on a project, because you're going to be the one that absolutely beats yourself stupid. You're also going to be the one. And the thing is, you've got to pat yourself on the back because you did something. You took the time, you wrote something, even if it's not the best work, it's not going to be a cult classic and this and that. You have the opportunity to bring somebody into your world. And when you don't keep on trying to work on that, you're the one that hurts yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many book writers out there. There are so many artists out there. There was so many. Da Vinci had so many different things that a lot of people just looked at him and said, nothing's going to be good. And now look at that. If you got a original Da Vinci, it's amazing. And that's the thing. It takes time for people to be inspired by what you have done in your work. Don't give up. I can testimony to this because my field, I will advertise other people's fields, anybody else's haunts. I will advertise it. I will talk about it. I'll do this. I'll do that. Friday, you're one of the first people that actually gets me to really talk about my haunt in the public eye. Because when I look at other people's masterpieces of a haunt or this and that, mine is so low on that level. Even though we do wonderful things, we do great things, we do amazing things at our haunt. We inspire our haunters. We want them to build themselves up. We want them to do so many wonderful things. And my entire thing is that this haunt 1 year will produce someone that wants to make a difference and go to a different haunt and make themselves even bigger and better. That would be awesome.
But
that's
other
amazing.
Haunters see your haunt in
I know.
great light. They
I
see
know.
yours on a higher bar than you do. And that's the best part. Others
Right.
can tell you, and that's what we're trying to do.
Oh yeah. I trust me. I know it. But what I'm saying is, when you're writing a book, that's your work. It might not be exactly perfect to you and this and that. And you have an opportunity as soon as that book's done to go out and start another one. As much as that scene has been a wonderful scene and I don't care for it, so I'm going to tear it out. I'm going to put a different scene in there.
I like the scene that I told you guys about, this little flash fiction I wrote in Darkness Screams. And then I started writing a book around it, and I made it bigger and bigger. And it's like what each of those little badges mean. We need to get together and get you to do little videos so we can start doing each one and make a little pamphlet about it, or book.
Right.
That way everybody else can see why each of these means something. Okay, we're at 3 hours. Let's sign off and keep talking about this afterwards. At least that part.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. And thank you for watching. I hope you know that we want to see all your creations, and each of you are worthy in everything you do. Don't give up. And please, if you need to, contact the number below, 988, or seek a friend.
Oh, absolutely.
Good night.